expect more. You expect more. When you expect more, Dakota Prairie Bank, providing great service right from the start. It's our promise to you that sets us apart. With every handshake and a smile, we go that extra mile. When you expect more, you expect more. When you expect more, Dakota Prairie Bank.
Dimock Cheese has been making handmade artisan cheese for over 90 years and has over 25 flavors of cheese. Stop by the store for sampling of all the cheeses. The store also offers several South Dakota-made products. And at the store, find Remedy Brewing on tap. Dimock Cheese offers gift boxes, and fundraisers are available. To find out more, go to the website, DimockDairy.com, or call 605-928-3833. And don't forget to check your local grocery store for their premium cheeses and cheese spreads. Dimock Cheese.
What if we said a bank isn't a place to lock up money? It's a place to set it free. What if the point of banking wasn't to bank at all, but to put your ideas to work? What if your bank asked, what if, a little more? Well, what if we told you we do? We're American Bank and Trust, where what if meets why not? If you're ready to change what you get out of banking, start a relationship with us. What if you made the move today?
Charlie Grosenberg with Grocerie Implement. Yes, we're excited to announce the purchase of Peterson Machine in Beersford, South Dakota. A great opportunity that Randy Bach and the Bach family contacted us about, and we are excited to expand our stores, our growth of John Deere dealerships. And the opportunity Randy gave us was something that we definitely wanted to take advantage of. And we're excited. I mean, the people, communities, we're excited to get to know them and get to work with them.
Titan Machinery is your go-to Case IH agricultural equipment dealer. Your Highmore, Miller, and Pierre locations have a large selection of new and used ag equipment with access to one of the largest parts and whole goods inventories in the country. Titan Machinery prides itself in providing quality Case IH parts, service, and support to Highmore, Miller, Pierre, and the surrounding communities. Stop by Titan Machinery of Highmore, Miller, and Pierre today. Power and precision to grow.
The Fieldhouse in Pierre is your premier spot to watch all the sports, from your local Govs and Lady Govs, as well as Buffs and Lady Buffs, all the way up to your favorite big league teams. Kick back and relax with a pizza, nachos, burgers, or one of our air-fried appetizers. Wash down the food with your pick from our array of premium beverages. Between the action, be sure to check out the unique and plentiful memorabilia throughout the building. We can't wait for you to come in and watch the games with us broadcast on liveticket.tv. The Fieldhouse in Pierre.
The Corner Station Convenience Store and the Crossing Pub are both conveniently located on Pleasant Drive in Pierre, South Dakota. At the Corner Station, grab your favorite hot and cold beverages and snacks while filling your vehicle up with Cenex brand gasoline. The Corner Station also features a super tunnel car wash to keep your vehicle sparkling clean. At the Crossing, grab a cold beverage and check out their selection of appetizers while watching the Stanley County Buffaloes and Pierre Governors live on their big screen televisions. Best of luck to all area students from the Corner Station and the Crossing.
DRG Media Group Sports is the official voice of the Pierre Governors.
Knowles wants to run again, and he's got room. 40, 30, foot race to the 10, 5, and a touchdown. Pierre will come back and set up Avery Kaiser on the outside left through the block, and that's down.
The official voice of the Pierre Governors, River 92.7, and also at the River 92.7 page of the DRG News App, brought to you by Golden Buffalo and DRGnews.com.
Riverview RV Park overlooks Lake Sharp on the Missouri River. They have all the amenities, from full hookups, laundry, showers, dog park, play area, and free Wi-Fi. There's no need to drive across the country. When here in central South Dakota, you can find some of the best fishing and the most spectacular sunrises and sunsets. Call us today at 605-280-6266 or reserve your next camping spot online at briggsrvpark.com. Make Riverview RV Park your home away from home experience.
John Hoffman Electric is your neighborhood electrical service contractor, and so much more. No job is too big or too small for our team of professionals. We pride ourselves on keeping up with new technologies, such as Aerial, an augmented reality visual tool used to customize and experience a finished space before breaking ground. So whether you're building new or renovating a home, farm, or commercial space, let John Hoffman Electric light the way. John Hoffman is a proud sponsor of all local activities broadcast on Live Ticket TV.
Briggs Trucking and Construction in Fort Pierre provides quality freight transportation services, cargo hauling, excavation, and demolition services. They also specialize in dirt and gravel work for everything from commercial work to new construction. Briggs Trucking and Construction will haul everything from light poles to farm and agricultural supplies. The bigger the job or the bigger the load, the better, as that is where their expertise really shines. Contact Briggs Trucking and Construction at 605-280-2848 or email them at cbriggs25@pi.midco.net to visit about your next project.
Your first car. It might not have been perfect, but that didn't matter. You loved it because you worked hard for it. You took care of it, and it took care of you, your friends, and maybe that someone special. And through it all, we were there working with you, for you, to make sure it was a smooth ride. Farmers Union Insurance. More choices, great rates, local agents. Contact your local Farmers Union Insurance agent today. Your first...
Wow, Bill, you're walking so much better. What did you do?
Well, I got so tired of the pain and nearly fell. And one of my friends recommended physical therapy at Winter Physical Therapy. And you know what? My back also stopped hurting.
Huh. So how did you get started?
My doctor wrote me a referral, but that's not always needed. Turns out you always have a choice where you want to go.
So why did you choose Winter Physical Therapy?
I love to support our locally owned small businesses, and quite frankly, they give great personalized care.
Winter Physical Therapy. Exceptional care.
As community bankers, Bankwest employees are deeply committed to supporting local causes, growing the local economy, and creating local opportunities. At a time when you can bank anywhere, we hope you choose Bankwest. We'll be your financial partner for the long haul, helping you and your community achieve financial success. Bankwest. Convenient, connected, committed. Member FDIC.
Have all of your painting supplies at the paint store in Pierre. They mix paint and they color match paint. They carry interior and exterior stains. Great selection of paint. Find it at 1006 East Sioux Avenue in Pierre. The paint store, 605-224-8312, 224-8312. The paint store is a proud supporter of the Stanley County Buffaloes and the Pierre Governors in sports and activities. The paint store, same great paint, same great services.
At Wilbur Ellis, our forward-thinking approach to crop protection, nutrition, and seed development combines years of service and expertise to the latest technology wherever you are, whatever your needs. We offer seed sales, providing Agtegra, DeKalb, and NK seed, fertilizer and chemical application, which includes ground and air spray, and more. Much more. We're proud to sponsor all area sports and activities, with locations in Miller, Highmore, and Blunt. Wilbur Ellis.
With our new online loan application, you can go to our website and apply for a loan when it's most convenient for you. We make getting loan approval fast and easy. Our local lenders are available to assist you if you have any questions. We make it pain-free to get that loan you've been wanting. We're an equal housing lender. Oahe Federal Credit Union, your hometown credit union since 1955. Federally insured by NCUA.
What if we said a bank isn't a place to lock up money? It's a place to set it free. If you're ready to change what you get out of banking, start a relationship with us. American Bank and Trust.
One way American Bank and Trust enjoys giving back to the Pierre community is through our Spirit Card program. These cards are a great way to give back to our schools and show hometown pride. Call or stop in today to get your own Spirit Card. Go Governors!
BMC Wear Parts is a proud South Dakota business providing high-quality wear parts for all makes and models of heavy equipment. We quote you direct from multiple manufacturers, cutting out the middleman and getting you better prices than the large dealers. We specialize in cutting edges for motor graders, loaders, snowplows, and more. We offer complete undercarriages for dozers, excavators, pavers, and skid steers, including rubber tracks. Click to visit dmcwearparts.com or call or text 605-840-8082.
Your first car. It might not have been perfect, but that didn't matter. You loved it because you worked hard for it. You took care of it, and it took care of you, your friends, and maybe that someone special. And through it all, we were there working with you, for you, to make sure it was a smooth ride. Farmers Union Insurance. More choices, great rates, local agents. Contact your local Farmers Union Insurance agent today.
Dakota Antler is the biggest antler buyer in our region. Tony and Derek pay cash all year long for antlers and horns. Deer, elk, moose, and sheep can be cash in your pocket. They'll come to you, too. Find them on Dakota Antlers LLC or online at dakotaantlers.com. You can also give them a call to set up an appointment. Call Derek at 605-360-3749 or Tony at 605-730-0108. Dakota Antler, a proud supporter of all local athletics and activities.
That moment when you realize your furnace is stone cold busted. We're talking a real put on every sweater you own, I can't feel my feet, penguin predicament. But fear not, there's an expert for that.
Let your local heating experts at Pike's Service Experts keep you warm with $50 off any furnace repair.
Like it toasty? There's an expert for that.
Call Pike's Service Experts at 866-EXPERTS. See website for license details.
On River 92.7 is brought to you by Bankwest, Beck Motors, Dakota Storm Roofing, Dairy Queen, Live Ticket, Overhead Door, Ranky Gray Wealth Management, Avera Orthopedics, Capital City, Ford, Lincoln, Toyota, Krueger Contracting, Century Business Products, and the Brittany Shufflebind Agency. Governor Basketball is brought to you by Lynn's Dakota Mart, Fisher Rounds & Associates, Insurance and Real Estate, First Dakota National Bank, the May Adam Law Firm, American Bank and Trust, Yes Way, Pierre Regional Airport, Nystrom Electrical Contracting, and Access Health Fort Pierre. And Governor Basketball is brought to you in part by Kathy Sun and Shine Properties, Dakota Plains Federal Credit Union, TMA, Lariat Lanes, Wagner Auto, Gators Pizza, Pasta and Subs, Bauman Lumber, Ferding Electric, Oahe Federal Credit Union, and Edgewood Healthcare. These special in-game sponsors bring you Governor Basketball. Potsdam Agency, State Farm Insurance, the Hughes County Sheriff's Department, the South Dakota Office of Highway Safety, Central Dakota Eye Care, Envirotech, the South Dakota Attorney General's Office Division of Consumer Protection, Comtech, Coca-Cola Bottling, Wealth Partners, Ameriprise Financial, Family Dental of Pierre and Gettysburg, Hermanson Endodontics, Cowboy Country Stores, and Gale's Gas Service.
Now, here, Governor Basketball.
Hey, thank you very much, and a very good Tuesday evening, everybody. A night of high school basketball coming to you from Golden Eagle Arena. We're at Aberdeen Central High School in Aberdeen, where the Eagles will entertain the Pierre Governors. A pretty good matchup coming up. The Governors stumbling last Thursday in a buzzer-beating loss at Brandon Valley, but then turning around and going out to Douglas and getting a 30-point win over the Patriots. Meanwhile, on Saturday, this same Aberdeen Central team that had lost 5 in a row and was at 1-6 on the season. Well, they beat that Brandon Valley team fairly convincingly here on their home floor. So we'll see what they've got against the 4th-ranked Pierre Governors tonight. Along with Caleb Brozick, who will run camera for live ticket tonight. We'll be live streaming at drgnews.com and the River 92.7 page, and at gogovs.live through the Pierre School website as well, and also along with Heather Williams in studio. I'm Brian Oakland. Looking forward to this one, and again, thanks for joining us. Lots to talk about coming up in our pregame show, which will begin in just a few minutes, but as those who have traveled here have had a little bit of an easier road than what we had maybe at times last week, the South Dakota Office of Highway Safety guiding us through those road conditions. And as they celebrate being a part of a team, they remind us all to slow down and drive for the conditions. Snow means slow. South Dakota Office of Highway Safety with that reminder. We'll pause for 3 minutes. By the way, a 6:01 time left in our sophomore game, a game that the Governors sophomores have led for most of the way, but most of the second half it's been a 1 or 2 point lead. But now Aberdeen Central on quite a run. They're leading 53-45 with 6 minutes to go. Saw the JV game also went to the Golden Eagles, 57-45, the final in that one. We'll see if the Governor varsity can come up with a big performance here and improve on a 7-3 record against the 2-6 Aberdeen Central Golden Eagles. Pre-game from the Becky Potts of a State Farm Insurance Agency is up in 3 minutes, and we'll talk about starting lineups. Of course, got your coaches' comments and keys to success later on, but we begin with a look around South Dakota presenting the state of basketball in Class AA in South Dakota when our pregame begins in 3 minutes. You're listening to Pierre Governor Basketball on your official voice of the Governors, River 92.7 and DRGnews.com.
I can't believe I just scratched that car. Find my insurance card.
Dude, what do you have in this glove box? Ew, are these socks dirty?
Oh, forget about the socks. I need my insurance card.
Just pull it up on the State Farm mobile app.
But I can do that? Oh, hey, I can do that.
Yep, it's called service.
I can file a claim on here too?
Yeah, it's called service.
Whoa, I can call my agent too?
It's called service.
See the team at Pottsabah State Farm or visit insuredwithbecky.com.
Have you found yourself worrying about inflation and market volatility? Considering what should I do? Can I do anything? Am I going to be okay? The Ranky Gray team has been coaching their clients through these tumultuous times for over 35 years. Let us discover what easy, time-tested adjustments can be made for you. For a free second opinion, our team can be reached at 605-224-5959. Let's start today.
Securities offered through LPL Financial, member FINRA. Investment advisory services offered through New Edge Advisors, LLC. A registered investment advisor. New Edge Advisors, LLC and Ranky Gray Wealth Management are separate entities from LPL Financial.
Do you love watching high school sports but find yourself wanting to be more involved? Live Ticket TV has the solution for you. They're looking for production managers to assist for this school year. Duties include the management of equipment as well as basic technological understanding. But don't stress, paid training will be provided. Part-time wages start at $20 per hour. Call 833-605-LIVE, extension 2. That's 833-605-5483, extension 2. And punch your ticket to joining one of the fastest growing companies in South Dakota.
From the early days of South Dakota statehood through today's digital revolution, Bankwest has remained committed to helping customers and communities succeed. Bankwest Associates uphold this commitment by developing innovative products, tailoring financial solutions to customer needs, and actively supporting community causes. For a bank committed to helping you and your community prosper, choose Bankwest. Bankwest, convenient, connected, committed. Member FDIC.
There's an app for everything, including high school sports from the stations of DRG Media Group. Download the DRG News App, brought to you by the Golden Buffalo Casino from the App Store or Google Play. It takes only a moment, so you'll have it in time for this game. See live and archived video of all games. And when you select your favorite station during the live stream, the video will immediately pop up. See Central South Dakota high school sports on your phone or mobile device with the DRG News App, brought to you by the Golden Buffalo Casino. Download it now at the App Store or Google Play.
One team. The Pierre Governors know what that means, and so do the men and women of the Hughes County Sheriff's Office. No matter how good you are, a good team makes you better. To be the best, that takes teamwork. If you want to know more about the Hughes County Sheriff's Office and their 361 team, log on at hughescounty.org and click on the Sheriff tab. The Hughes County Sheriff's Office and the Pierre Govs, winning teams. We're back in Aberdeen, and we welcome you to the origination of our Governor basketball broadcast. It's the Hughes County Sheriff's Office broadcast booth, as we just heard from those men and women from the Sheriff's Office. Thanks to them for giving us a spot to sit, and certainly for all they do in our communities. Tonight, the Hughes County Sheriff's Office broadcast booth is in the upper mezzanine at Golden Eagle Arena. We're a little offset from center court, but still a pretty good view. From here, you'll see a left to right view of this one if you're watching it at drgnews.com and the River 92.7 page, or as you just visualize this one with our call here from the Hughes County Sheriff's Office broadcast booth. Well, let's take a look at how things are shaping up and faring as we get into another week of high school basketball in South Dakota. You go back to those Thursday games in boys basketball in Class AA, and that buzzer-beating putback for Brandon Valley in that win over the Governors, 53-52. Meanwhile, Sioux Falls, Washington got a win over Marshall, Minnesota, and St. Thomas More beat Douglas. And then on Friday night, wins for Sioux Falls Jefferson, who continues to roll. They beat Harrisburg. Rapid City Central beat Brookings. Watertown had a low-scoring win over Rapid City Stevens. Also, Sioux Falls Lincoln, the second-ranked team in the state now. Good win over O'Gorman. Yankton was a winner at Sioux Falls Roosevelt. Also, Sturgis with a win over Lee Deadwood out west. And Spearfish defeating Red Cloud. Then on Saturday, the Governors go out to Douglas and bounce back with a 75-45 win over the Patriots. Harrisburg knocked off Sioux Falls Washington 59-57. Sioux Falls Lincoln beats Mitchell by 1 in Sioux Falls 67-66. Good win there. Mitchell third ranked, just ahead of the Governors in today's polls that came out this morning. Sioux Falls Jefferson easily over Huron 75-41 on Saturday. Also, Sioux Falls Roosevelt beat O'Gorman 62-54. The Knights just continue to struggle, it seems. We're going to see that Knight team on Friday night in Riggs High Gym. Rapid City Stevens, by the way, got a win over Brookings. Watertown beat Rapid City Central on Saturday. And then, as mentioned, a impressive win for this otherwise struggling Aberdeen Central Golden Eagle team that we'll see tonight. They beat Brandon Valley here in Aberdeen 68-57, by far the best game that they have played so far this year. And after those games, the current standings have Sioux Falls Jefferson at 9-0 on the season. Sioux Falls Lincoln with just one loss at 8-1. Yankton is the 3 seed in the power rankings right now at 5-2, ahead of Mitchell in the 4 spot at 7-2. The Governors would be number 5 if the postseason started tonight. They are at 7-3. Of course, the season is only half over. 10 games down, 10 to go. Sioux Falls, Washington 5-3. Roosevelt 5-5. Harrisburg 6-5. They're in the top 8. Brandon Valley with that win over the Governors, but the loss at Aberdeen still in that 9 spot with a 7-3 mark. The strength of their schedule has not been its fullest, has not seen its fullest potential as of yet for the Lynx. Huron is 3-5 in the 10 spot. They're followed by Spearfish, Rapid City Central, O'Gorman, and then it's Aberdeen Central in the 14 hole right now at 2-6 on the season. Sturgis and Watertown are in the top 16 with Stevens, Douglas, and Brookings, the last 3 on the out looking in. Games tonight include the Governors here in Aberdeen, as well as Sioux Falls Jefferson at Brandon Valley. Watertown plays at Huron while Yankton hosts Sioux Falls Lincoln. That'll be a good game there. Brookings playing host to Class A Lennox. Sturgis going to Class A Hill City. Douglas at Class A Red Cloud. And Spearfish hosting Class A St. Thomas More. More games coming up on Thursday, but none featuring either of these two teams that we will see here tonight with Pierre and Aberdeen. Back to Golden Eagles, look like this is their only game of the week. The Governors have their next games on both Friday and Saturday. It's back-to-back home contests and 2 big games for Pierre, in my opinion. O'Gorman comes calling on Friday night at 7 o'clock with the tip. We're on the air with a 6:30 pregame. And then Saturday afternoon, Harrisburg will be at Riggs High for a 3 o'clock tip-off for the varsity game, and our airtime at 2:30. So that's what's coming up for Governor basketball a little later on. We've got a little bit of time. Let's take a 2-minute break, and we'll come back and take a look at girls basketball in the state of basketball. Our Pottsboro State Farm pregame will continue in 2 minutes. This is Governor basketball on River 92.7 and DRGnews.com.
Dakota Storm Roofing is a locally owned roofing company in Pierre, specializing in both residential and commercial roofing services. They can handle your asphalt shingle, metal roofing, and flat roof needs. New construction, plus all types of roof repairs. They can handle the finishing touches, adding fascia, soffit, and gutters too. No job is too big or too small. For a free estimate, call Dakota Storm Roofing at 280-9794. Go to dakotastormroofing.com or find them on Facebook or Instagram.
Capital City Ford Lincoln Toyota in Pierre is here for you. They make it easy when looking for a new vehicle, getting all available vehicle information so you can spend less time researching and more time enjoying your purchase. Shop their extensive inventory from home at capitalcityfordtoyota.com or stop into Capital City Ford Lincoln Toyota at 518 East Sioux Avenue in Pierre. Count on them for your service needs with convenient scheduling and in-stock parts. Capital City Ford Lincoln Toyota in Pierre, 605-224-7378.
Century Business Products is a proud supporter of South Dakota High School athletics and proud to provide the most reliable Kyocera copiers and printers to schools and businesses in the area, all backed by their 5-time nationally awarded Kyocera servicing team. Are you looking to control color costs? Looking to reduce printers? Are you looking for more efficient ways to scan documents? Or maybe you'd like to become more paperless? Look no further than Century Business Products. Call 800-529-1950 and see how they're powering business technology.
It's pretty obvious the world is moving faster than ever, and that means my health sometimes takes a back seat. Pressing pause on life to call for an appointment, shuffle my afternoon schedule, drive across town for a doctor's appointment sometimes feels impossible. My day just got better because I'm feeling better with the help of Avera Now. I can use my mobile device or computer for an online video visit that allows me to see a provider for urgent care conditions 24/7. Technology that fits my life with the quality health care of Avera. Learn how to begin at avera.org/now.
Back in Aberdeen, continuing our pregame. Here's a look at girls basketball in South Dakota Class AA so far. Last week, while the Governor boys were losing in the heartbreaker in Brandon, well, Brandon Valley defeated the Governor girls as well, 75-69. Very impressive effort there for the Governors, or for the Brandon Valley Lynx in the meantime. But then those Brandon Valley girls came up here to Aberdeen as well, or actually hosted Aberdeen, and the Golden Eagles won that game as well, 51-39. So Brandon Valley slipped after a big win at Pierre. Tonight, the Governor girls are hosting Aberdeen Central, and that is on KGFX, 1060 AM, 103.1 FM. David Burrell with the call on that one, and of course you can see it at drgnews.com as well. So on Friday, the Governor's next game will be at O'Gorman, but instead of a Saturday game with the Harrisburg Tigers, the Governor girls don't go to Harrisburg until Tuesday, so no overnight trip for the girls this time around. It's Friday at O'Gorman on KGFX, and then Tuesday, a week from tonight, Governor girls go to Harrisburg, and we'll have that one here on the FM, River 92.7. Current power rankings have Sioux Falls, Washington at 8-1, followed by Jefferson 9-2. The Governors with their 8-2 mark are the third seed right now, with a 43.1 power average. Harrisburg also 8-2 would be the 4 seed. Stevens 9-2 is in the 5 spot. O'Gorman, the Governor's next opponent after tonight, is 7-2. A solid team there with a 6 power ranking right now. And Huron 5-4. Brandon Valley 6-5 would be 7-8. Mitchell, a good season going, but they're in the 9 hole with a 5-3 mark, followed by Watertown, Lincoln, Spearfish, and then Aberdeen Central in the 13 spot at 3-5. Rapid City Central, Brookings, and Douglas rounding out the top 16 with Yankton, Roosevelt, and Sturgis on the outside looking in there. That's girls basketball, and that's the state of basketball in Class AA. Another 2-minute break, and we're back for the Coaches Conversations. Our keys to success brought to you in the pregame by Central Dakota Eye Care. Back in 2 minutes. You're listening to Pierre Governor Basketball.
Chances are you're overlooking a big energy thief in your home or commercial building. the garage doors. But Overhead Door Company of Pierre can help stop that energy waste with a full range of insulated, weather-tight garage doors. Their residential garage doors give you insulated performance at an uninsulated price. And their Thermocore insulated steel doors give commercial buildings the energy efficiency they demand today. Find out more. Call Overhead Door Company of Pierre at 1-800-649-9905 and put a stop to the garage door energy thief.
Winter is here, and Beck Motor Company has offers to help keep your vehicle running in these cold temps. Buy 3 tires, get 1 free. Price match guarantee every day. Hand wash just $20. Our light details are $15 off. Cars, trucks, and SUVs. Duramax diesel fuel filters $49.95 and $69.95. See all our specials at beck-motors.com. Call 605-224-5912. Beck Motor Company, Pierre.
From the early days of South Dakota statehood through today's digital revolution, Bankwest has remained committed to helping customers and communities succeed. Bankwest Associates uphold this commitment by developing innovative products, tailoring financial solutions to customer needs, and actively supporting community causes. For a bank committed to helping you and your community prosper, choose Bankwest. Bankwest, convenient, connected, committed. Member FDIC.
At American Family Insurance, we help protect what you've achieved so you can fearlessly go after your dreams. For auto, home, business, and life, contact us today. American Family Insurance. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly.
American Family Insurance, Life Mutual, Standard of Oahe and Wisconsin Company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin, 53783.
Call the Brittany Scheffelbein Agency, LLC, with offices in Pierre, Oneida, and Gettysburg.
All right, time for Keys to Success into another game on the road for the Pierre Governors and head coach Brianna Kuzler back in the old stomping grounds here at Aberdeen Central. Coach, last time we spoke was last Thursday in that heartbreaking loss against Brandon Valley. You turned around, went out to Douglas, and put everything together against a team that that on paper you should have beaten, and you did. And I think all in all, a pretty well played game. A good way to bounce back after the tough loss that was the game before.
I thought it was a great response, and I think that you've got there was a challenge that was that we were faced with as far as how are you going to respond to a game that we had played on Thursday. Are you going to respond and just be melancholy and not just kind of go through the motions, because against a team like Douglas, like you said, on paper, we probably could have gone through some motions and still been all right. But I was really proud of the response that our kids had on Saturday after that tough loss, because sometimes, there just aren't words that can put the good words to put toward a loss, and that was Thursday night, and I think our effort was there both nights, and then really just that Saturday being able to kind of put some things together, having a lot of people contribute both defensively, offensively, and really felt like we were getting back to what we do best, and that's dictating tempo and attacking hard both, and then applying pressure defensively.
Good example of how you need to do that each time you take the floor, because Brandon Valley then loses to this team that you're going to see tonight in Aberdeen, who has struggled to put some wins together, but all of a sudden something clicked for them on Saturday. What'd you see out of them?
They're going to play hard from the tip-off until the end of the game, and that's what we need to be prepared for. They've got some really good athletes. Spencer Barr is an incredible player. He's going to create in a lot of different ways, and then he also facilitates really well for his teammates too. And so they've got a lot of pieces. So we've just got to do our job of making sure that we're giving them, or they're taking a lot fewer looks that they want and more that we want them to be taking.
And this is a team that I know has been tough to beat in years past. Granted, maybe they don't have some of the horses that they've had in years past, but thank you for the buzzers. Yeah. But anyway, definitely from start to finish, 32 full minutes required tonight.
Absolutely, and I think Saturday Saturday, I used the term of a stepping stone. I think we were taking steps in the right direction of we weren't stagnant on Saturday. We were able to get things moving, and now we need to continue to build. This is where I feel like in these first 10 games we've really laid a solid foundation, but now we can't remain at that foundation. We've got to continue to build, and at the end of the season we want to be right where we want to be.
There you go. Halfway done, halfway to go as you continue to strive to get better in a tougher schedule. I think the second half of the season for the most part. What are the areas that you still need vast improvement and overall in order to reach your ultimate goal?
I think regardless of the opponent, we've got to make sure that our priorities remain the same from a defensive side of things, and I think that defensive side of things really plays into our offense. And I know we talk about that a lot, but then offensively and defensively rebounding, and I think we set the tone with hard crashes offensively. We have the athletes to be able to be crashing hard, and that's just, it's more just that awareness of them having to acknowledge your presence, whether it results in an offensive board or not. That we talked at Douglas about our intentions. We've got to be intentional about everything that we're doing. And that's across the board, being able to offensively execute, being intentional with our movements, intentional on our crash, and then ultimately we think that that's going to be able to put some games together for us to beat some really good teams coming up.
Yeah, I think that reminds me that I think the best this team has looked this year is when that transition is really working well, and you're kind of looking like showtime. Obviously that's a lot of fun, but Aberdeen Central, overall keys to success?
They're a really talented group. We've got to contain them in the half court, and then I think really one and done opportunities, because if they get second, third chance opportunities, they capitalize a lot. And so we've got to make sure that we're clear in the glass and being able to, again, kind of dictate what we want, and that's a fast tempo, but again, pushing with patience. So I think offensively and defensively we need to be the aggressors. So I think that's going to be the biggest keys to our success.
All right, Coach, it's going to be fun. Go get them.
Thank you.
Brianna Kusler, the Aberdeen Central graduate, and Northern State University as well, here in Aberdeen. Her coach's comments, keys to success, sponsored by Central Dakota Eye Care in Pierre, as we pause and hear from them. And we're back with Brent Norberg, the head coach of the Golden Eagles. Keys to success continue next. This is Governor Basketball.
Central Dakota Eye Care continues to grow. Hi, this is Dr. Matthew Blazik. I've recently joined the practice at Central Dakota Eye Care. I'm excited to move back to Pierre, and I'm accepting new patients of all ages. We offer state-of-the-art equipment, trained staff, and the best selection of eyewear and contact lenses. Regular, yearly, comprehensive eye exams are key to finding eye problems before symptoms appear. Call us today at 224-6128 for an appointment. Central Dakota Eye Care, 640 East Sioux Avenue in Pierre. Better vision for a great life.
Our keys to success will continue with Brent Norberg, the head coach of the Aberdeen Central Golden Eagles. Coach, I know it's been kind of an up and down year so far, but as the Governors suffer a loss, you're going to face Pierre tonight. They suffer a loss at Brandon Valley the other night. They come up here, Brandon Valley does, and you guys put it all together and maybe played so far your best game of the season. What's it been like so far leading up to that game, and then having it all come together in one game there?
Well, we had really struggled leading up to that game, and we had a game called off on Tuesday, and maybe that helped us. We got some more practice time in or not, but kids played with a lot of confidence. Spencer really had a great game, and once he got going a little bit in the second half, then the confidence really built. But I thought our kids played hard defensively the whole game and battled a very physical team, and we're not very big, so it was a great win for us because we'd had a rough stretch where we hadn't played well, hadn't shot it well, hadn't played offense very well, and then so we needed something good to happen.
Yeah, Spencer Barr is one of those guys that can do a lot of things for himself, but make everybody else around him a little bit better.
Yeah, I think he's did a better job Saturday of just kind of being more decisive and making moves instead of kind of messing with the holding the ball a little too much, trying a little too hard. Once he didn't have something, he gave it up, and he was willing to get it back, and he made a decisive move, and he shot the ball really well. I mean, he had an open look, it was going in. So it was fun to watch. It was happy for him. He's a great kid. He's worked really hard at his game.
Feel like a good rhythm now as you get another tough opponent in here with the Governors, and a team that I think you've had some recent success against. What do you feel like coming into this one?
Well, it's another tough challenge, and we're going to need some bounces to go our way. I mean, physically, they're probably more athletic in every position, except for maybe point guard, but I don't know about that. It's just going to be tough to battle. We got to make the game horizontal and not vertical, because vertical we lose, horizontal we got a shot.
Go ahead.
So it's just important to take care of the ball, not give them anything easy, and make them earn everything, and then see if we can make some shots.
Do you see any similarities in the Brandon Valley team you saw, maybe with what you might have seen on film from last Thursday when Pierre played?
I think it's similar, but I think Pierre's a different animal. Brandon's big, but they're physical and they want to push and shove you. Pierre's big and they want to jump over the top of you, and that's a little different. You can sometimes battle a little bit easier with people that just want to physically move you than it is to try to jump with people when you physically can't jump as high. But the difference is, I think, between the two teams for us is they've got an outstanding, and Pierre's got an outstanding perimeter player in Keen Holtz, and Brandon's got some good players, don't get me wrong, but they don't have that one guy in the perimeter that you really have to sell out and stop. So that makes it tougher to guard their big people.
So you had the offense rolled up to the upper 60s, but is this more of a game where you're going to want to control tempo and maybe keep the score down a bit?
Well, we want to play in transition because that's when we get our best looks. But if we don't have some, then we're kind of one of those teams that we want to get down the floor quick, see if we can't find an easy one early, and then if not, we got to get some swings and make people guard us and try to find a mismatch and get a shot up that we want to get. But I think it's hard for us to walk it up because I think we don't. If we walk it up, we don't have anywhere to go at the end of the shot clock for a guaranteed shot. We don't have a lot of post game, so we have to try to find shots whenever we can.
And maybe this is a team that in Pierre that you'll really need more scoring balance. Is that fair to say?
Well, yeah. I mean, if I knew Spence was going to get 35 every night, then I'd say no. But that's going to be tough to ask. So we need some more guys stepping up, and we need to battle them on the glass. We need to be close in that department and that stat, and then offensively we gotta shoot with confidence. I'm sure he'll attract a lot of attention, so other guys are gonna have to step up and make shots.
All right, Coach, appreciate your time. Good luck.
You got it. Thanks.
That's Brent Norberg, the veteran head coach of the Aberdeen Central Golden Eagles. Coach's comments: keys to success thanks to Central Dakota Eye Care in Pierre. Just a minute left in our pregame countdown as we're about set for high school basketball. Let's give you a quick run of the starting lineups for the game officials. Our law on the court. Game officials licensed by the South Dakota High School Activities Association and assigned to do this game, as we thank them for doing what is oftentimes a thankless job. They're sponsored by the South Dakota Attorney General's Office and their Division of Consumer Protection. Tonight's game officials are Scott Whitlock, Jordan Munch, and Lucas Pearson. Our game officials, again, Scott Whitlock, Jordan Munch, Lucas Pearson. The game officials are the law on the court. They're sponsored by the South Dakota Attorney General's Office and their Division of Consumer Protection. Our starting lineups are still to come as well. We'll do that after a 3-minute timeout as you listen to Pierre Governor Basketball, your official voice of the Governors on River 92.7 and live streaming too at drgnews.com.
With all the snow and cold temperatures, it's that time of year when people want to plan a trip somewhere warm and sunny. Do your research and purchase from known companies. Your version of luxury accommodations and close to the beach can be completely different than their version. Know exactly what you're to get from your purchase and who to reach out to if issues arise. And make sure that you get everything in writing. If you should have issues with your travel package, call Consumer Protection at 800-300-1986 or visit their website consumer.sd.gov for more information.
Hey, DQ fans, January means a different Blizzard of the Month and 5 more reasons to take a trip to DQ. Meet the Reese's Take 5 Blizzard Treat. They fit Reese's peanut butter cups, sweet caramel toppings, salty peanuts, and crunchy pretzels into every soft serve packed spoonful. I'll admit, I got hungry just reading that out loud. I mean, a Blizzard Treat and Reese's Take 5 together, best year ever. Try the Reese's Take 5 Blizzard Treat, only at DQ. Happy tastes good.
Back quickly in Aberdeen as they decided to do the starting lineups before the national anthem here. So let's give you the Envirotech starting lineups again for the Governors, as you probably are aware. Jacob Mayer on the point, the 5'11 senior, with Lincoln Keenholz on the perimeter, a 6'3 senior, and Brecken Krueger alongside as well at 6'1 and a senior. Those are the guards. Ben Heisler, off of a 23-point career high at Douglas on Saturday, is a 6'3 senior, averaging 12 points and 5 boards a game. Jackson Edmond at 10 and 9 a game as a 6'7 senior, the power forward for the Governors, who are 7-3 on the season, 1-1 in ESD conference play. Head coach by Brianna Kusler, assisted by Skip Kurth, Brevin Kaiser, Daniel Traversy, Latrell LaRush, and Kim Byerly. The Envirotech starters for the home team.
Acres Ahead is back.
Golden Eagles begin with Spencer Barr, a very good 5'11 senior, 35 points he dropped on Brandon Valley on Saturday. Carter Dingman is a 6'2 senior. Jet Carlson is 6'3 junior guard, and Parker Lemur a 6'2 junior. Big guy underneath is a 6-footer, but you know about Carson Sarda, standout fullback, running back on the football field. He plays big on the basketball court as well. Dingman, Sarda, Carlson, Lemur, and Barr, the starting five for head coach Brent Norberg of the Aberdeen Central Golden Eagles, 2-6 on the year, but they're also 1-1 in ESD play. Those are your Envirotech starting lineups. We tip it off in 2 minutes.
Driven by the Office of Highway Safety, River 92.7, KGFX-FM, Pierre. Buzz driving is drunk driving.
Envirotech makes life a little bit simpler. No matter what the circumstances, no matter what is handed to you, Envirotech has you covered. One call is all it takes to have easy setup, easy pickup, and easy payment. Call Envirotech at 605-224-4804 or use their website to pay your bill online at envirotechwaste.com. Use their mobile app, Waste Connect. Check their website or receive a robocall for collection schedule because of weather or holidays. Envirotech has you covered.
Do you dream of a custom home built within your budget and done on time? Krueger Contracting can make that dream a reality. They're a trusted home builder since 2003, and they're going to be upfront and open about cost and transparent about where your money is going when it comes to your new home. Their skilled crew will manage construction of your new home from start to finish. They're located in Pierre and can build your home in Pierre, Fort Pierre, or the surrounding area. Call 605-222-2523. Visit KruegerContracting.com or find Krueger Contracting on Facebook.
This Governor Sports Moment is brought to you by the independent insurance team at Fisher Rounds and Associates in Pierre. 2017 and 18 Pierre Governor girls soccer are definitely two of Pierre's finest. Both teams won AA state championships, the first two for the program. In 2017, the Governors beat O'Gorman. Then in a ferocious snowstorm in 2018 in Rapid City, the Governors topped Stevens 2-0. 2017 and 18 Governor girls soccer, two of Pierre's finest. This Governor Sports Moment presented by Fisher Rounds and Associates in Pierre.
Comtech has your technology solutions. Check out their showroom located right off the truck route on Irwin Street. Come in and see what you've been missing. A large selection of TVs, sound systems, and smart speakers, PCs, desktops, and tablets, home and business security and telecommunication systems. Comtech is your all-in-one solution for any technology needs. Wishing all athletes the best of luck in today's competition. Comtech. Come see what you've been missing.
Welcome back in Aberdeen, and we're underway. The opening tip, sponsored by Comtech, was controlled by the Pierre Governors, and Jackson Edmond with a feed to Brecken Krueger on the cut. But on the way back, Jet Carlson will hit a three for Aberdeen Central. They'll take their first lead at 3-2. Here's Lincoln Keenholz in the just in the lane, just in front of the free throw line, up in the air, shooting a jumper, but fouled in the act, so he'll go to the stripe to shoot two. As we are off and running, 7:11 to play first quarter. Golden Eagles committing their first foul, and that was Carlson who just hit the three, committing the infraction. Keenholz missing the first of two. He's had his struggles at the free throw line so far. He does lead the team with 17 points per game, but just about a 54-point free throw shooter, and he'll miss them both here. The Eagles will collect the rebound. Carlson down with it. We've got a 3-2 ball game. Once again, the opening tip sponsored by Comtech Communication and Electronic Services and Sales in Pierre. Golden Eagles with it, moving right to left as they wear the home whites with the royal blue numbers and trim. Well, the gold trim on the numbers as well. Quick fire three. Spencer Barr swishes it, a hand in his face and everything. The Eagles are 2 for 2 from downtown, and they lead 6-2. Here just underway. Keenholz will feed Edmond underneath. Nice reverse. It's Jacob Mayer up and in. Job well done on that ball movement. That's something that's been very good for most of the season for the Governors. Back within 2 at 6-4. 6:20 to play. As the Eagles will work it around, still up top, now behind the back, and Barr wants another one. This one's halfway down and it's back out. Loose basketball, last touch by Jet Carlson and the Golden Eagles. Governors in road green tonight with the black numbers, white trim. They'll head from left to right here in the first half. But Spencer Barr, who lit it up for 35 against Brandon Valley, trying to keep that hot hand going. He hit his first one. The second one, for all intents and purposes, should have gone, but it found its way back out instead. Now Pierre basketball with Brecken Krueger, top of the key. Started the scoring with a layup. Here goes Keenholz, jump step and a stop inside the right elbow, but his pass is tipped and taken away. First turnover of the game. That's Cooper Eisenbeis, a 6-foot junior who's on the floor. Now a quick fire three, and Carlson hits another one. Fed by Parker Lemur, 3 out of 4 from downtown for the Golden Eagles. We hit the 5:30 mark of quarter number 1. Eagles up 9-4. Governor's going to have to get some hands in faces. Actually, they've had hands in faces. Heisler falling down. His pass will be tipped. Hounded by Carson Sarda. Eagles will pick it up. On the way, Lemur stops and goes top of the key. Now to Eisenbeis, right side. Looking for Barr on the cut. Mayer tried to stay with him. Sarda picks him off, though. But the Eagles will reset up on the top of the key. Under 20 to shoot. Still plenty of time. Sarda against Edmond, and Jackson gets a piece of that one. Rebound down to Ben Heisler as Carson Sarda comes up empty. Now Mayer in the corner, posting up Edmond. He ranges off the block, and Sarda will reach around from behind and knock him on the arm, and that'll be a foul on the Eagles. Their second, Sarda's first personal. 2 other Eagles coming in. Sarda will check out. Ben Heisler coming out for the Governors. First substitution sends Cade Kaiser on for Pierre. He'll take the inbound from Mayer underneath. Over to Krueger. Edmond cross the lane and a shot blocked. Keenholz got a second crack at it, but that one is no good. Now the Eagles quickly up the floor. Edmond can't stop Eisenbeis. Carson Eisenbeis, Cooper Eisenbeis rather, up and in for 2. Aberdeen's got Grant Fritz in there off the bench. Eagles up 11-4. Quick start here. I'm sure they're still feeling that rhythm that they had against Brandon Valley on Saturday. Keenholz will get around Eisenbeis. A foul is called with a bump on the floor. Keenholz tried to lay it in, but it didn't go. Wouldn't have counted anyway. Third foul for the Eagles already here. 11-4. Aberdeen Central as Keenholz gets it into Edmond. He'll bounce it back into Keenholz. Pump fake, turnaround shot won't go, but he'll go to the free throw line. And have a chance at 2 from there. It is Cooper Eisenbeis. Yes, I may have said Carson Eisenbeis. I guess that's a peer name, but Cooper is here. Keenholz with the first of 2 free throws. Up and good. And the Governors stop a 5-0 run by Aberdeen Central. Still trailing by 6 here, but we are just underway. Not even halfway through the first period. Second free throw, no good, and we'll have a push on the rebound. Judging by the reaction, this one goes to Cade Kaiser. That'll be the first team foul for the Governors. And Aberdeen will get it in, and they'll send it right to left. Cross the timeline, Eisenbeis has it, left wing. Up top, Parker Lemur will find Carter Dingman. Starting guard back up there. Eisenbeis, too tall on the pass from Dingman. This one will go out of bounds, and the first miscue for Aberdeen. Girls game getting underway in maybe about 5 minutes or so. That'll be on KGFX AM. 1060 or 103.1 FM with David Burrell on the call there. There's Keenholz losing it. Barr cut in front of him, and then as Barr gets the steal, Brecken Krueger was there, and apparently on the far side of the court in front of Aberdeen's bench, he's the one knocks it away, so give Spencer Barr the steal here. And a third takeaway by the Golden Eagles. Ben Heisler going to check back in. And it'll be Jacob Mayer out for the Governors, but the Eagles will have it again. Right to left, here it comes with Spencer Barr. Kaiser meets with him. Pick up of the dribble well off of the three-point line, but he'll find Sarda, top of the key. Now with it, Grant Fritz on the wing to Barr, looking for a baseline to drive, and somehow he dipsy-doos it up and in, up and under Jackson Edmond. The Eagles on fire so far, 13-5. Edmond spinning in the lane, and they call it travel on a basic pivot move, and a strong move for Edmond, but it's a travel. I think that's one of those, I like to say, if it looks like a travel and smells like a travel, it may be a travel, but then again, that might not have been. Edmond's just got long strides. Made a heck of a move, I thought. Here you go with Barr. Stop and go, floater, baseline, won't go, and Cade Kaiser wondering where the official saw the foul, but apparently he gets him on the wrist, and Cade will pick up his second personal, and Barr will go to the free throw line. First foul shot opportunities here for the Eagles, who lead by 8. Under 3 minutes to go, quarter number 1. We're at the 2:52 mark, and Barr, who obviously shoots very well, has the first of 2 down. 6 points so far for him, 6 for Jet Carlson with 2 long ones on the floor. Second free throw is good. 10-point lead for Aberdeen Central, off to a quick start. A team that rolled up 68 on Brandon Valley, who beat the Governors 53-52 Thursday night last week. There's Krueger. He'll get it to Mayer, who is in for Kaiser, and now coming through and trying to take away the entry pass is Grant Fritz. He will be called for a foul. Aberdeen showing a lot of hustle tonight, but that is contributing to their foul numbers. They've got 5 already here in the first quarter. Edmond takes the inbound up top. He'll get it to Heisler. Far side now with it, Mayer. Jacob on the drive to Heisler. Gets a quick first step. He leans it in, and it's up and good for Ben Heisler. First basket for him. Governors back within 8, 15-7. Barr gets away from Mayer. First pass to the right side. Now it's back up top. Barr playing catch in front of the Governor bench. Carson Ahart's defending Carter Dingman. Carson Sarda now with it. Back to Dingman. Around Ahart's. The floater is up and good. Nice play for Carter Dingman. Governors are there defensively, but Aberdeen is just getting the ball in the hole in the right spot. Here's a good one again for Heisler. Benjamin showing a good first step, and he's just creating space for himself on these last 2 baskets. Tripping up here is Barr, but fouled in the process on the floor. They're going to give him 2 shots here, and this is going to go to Carson Ahart's. 3 team fouls for the Govs, but 2 shots coming here for Barr, who's already 2 for 2. 17-9, Eagles lead at home. Back iron, though, on the first of 2 here. Asked Coach Brent Norberg who the guys coming off the bench were, and he said, well, we're pretty much going to play everybody on a roster that features about 14 guys. Second one good for Barr. The lead back to 9 now as the Eagles double up the Govs, 18-9 here with 1:35 to go. We're in the first period. Entry pass here to the cut. Keenholz is good. His first shot of the night. He's got 3 points, fed by Brecken Krueger, and it's 18-11. Pretty release there for Lincoln. Here's Eisenbeis to Sarda, trying to screen 2 Governors. Barr will thread both of them. Sarda with the extra pass and a shot up that will not go for Brian Johnson. Rebound is down to Jackson Edmond. He'll bring it up the floor. Left to right across. Edmond still going with it, and a charging foul here called against Jackson Edmond. Looked like he was going to hand off to Brecken Krueger to set up the offense, and probably was hoping that Aberdeen would bite. Not that they did. Edmond tried to keep going toward the bucket, and he just did not see a defender in his way. So the Governors turn it over for the 5th time already here in the first period. 18-11. We're in the final minute of quarter number 1. Cooper Eisenbeis to Brian Johnson. Now Carter Dingman and Spencer Barr. Can't get the space to shoot. Edmond will cut in front of the pass. He'll go the distance, and the reverse left-handed finger roll is good for Jackson Edmond. His first basket that counts. And with 30 seconds to go, the Governors have taken a 10-point deficit and cut it in half. It's 18-13. Shot clock is off for the Eagles. Barr to Johnson here on the near side of the wing. Dingman close to center court, but keeps it in play. Now back to Barr, looking to spread it out just a bit. It's a high screen. The Governors will switch off. Heisler on Barr now. He'll pull up, fire from 14, no good. Edmond with the rebound. He'll push it up the length of the floor, and it's off the backboard from 50 feet. No good, but the Governors defend on that last effort, and they will go to the second quarter trailing by 5. On the Gales Gas Service scoreboard, it's the Golden Eagles 18, the Governors 13. Scoreboard sponsored by Gales Gas Service in Pierre. Governor Basketball, a service of Pierre Sports Marketing Partners who help us out all the time. Partners in
with Agtegra Cooperative. Now is the time to secure product, lock in early season prices, and receive delayed payment terms on your agronomy inputs. Fertilizer, seed, and crop protection purchases from Acres Ahead also qualify for triple play grain premiums, diesel discounts, and feed discounts. Contact your local Agtegra agronomist to learn more on how Acres Ahead can maximize your farm's earning potential straight from the start. Agtegra Cooperative. Strong, stable, dependable.
Calling all high school seniors. Not sure what your next step is? Consider Dakota Wesleyan University's Learn and Earn program located in Pierre. Current students in the Learn and Earn program are thriving. That's because the Learn and Earn program is different. Take classes on a flexible schedule at the Capital City campus and intern with a Pierre area business for a paid work experience. Scholarships are available. Visit dwu.edu/Learn and Earn today.
Well, some good shooting in that first quarter, even from the Governors, who trail 18-13. They hit 6 of 8 in that first period, only 1 for 4 from the free throw line, but it's the 3 triples that Aberdeen Central hit on the way to a 6 of 10 effort. 3 for 4 from outside the arc, and again with that 5-point lead. Baseline drive, Carter Dingman up no good. Reckon Krueger altered the shot, then he comes down with the rebound, and as the Governors drive, foul called against the Golden Eagles, much to the chagrin of the Aberdeen faithful down on that end of the floor. Not sure quite who they called that on, but it is team foul number 5. I thought they already had 5, even though I only had 4 on my list anyway. At any rate, it's a 3 here for Lincoln Kenols, up no good. Eagles rebound on the other end. Now Carter Dingman hits a 3. So Dingman, the 3rd Golden Eagle to rain one down from long range, and it's 21-13. Christian Bush has started the second period in the post for the Governors. Here's Kenols feeding to Krueger, back to Lincoln up top. Looking for space, Eisenbeis won't provide. Now it's Heisler on the left wing, tipped pass, tipped by Grant Fritz. The Eagles will take it away. Governors not protecting the basketball very well tonight. Here's Barr from long range up top, and he hits it. Spencer Barr, the face of the Golden Eagles tonight. And this will send the Governors into a timeout with 6:43 to play. Second quarter, 24-13. Home team by 11. Timeout sponsored by Coca-Cola Bottling in Pierre. We'll pause for 30 seconds. We're back with more Pierre Governor basketball.
The Best Western Ramkota Hotel in Rapid City supports all South Dakota student athletes and their families. They are conveniently located off Interstate 90, close to downtown and minutes from the beautiful Black Hills. The Ramkota offers sports and family-friendly rates. Guests can relax for free in the indoor water park. They have 36,000 square feet of banquet and meeting space, and the award-winning Minerva's Restaurant and Bar is located on site. Best Western Ramkota welcomes everyone to beautiful Rapid City, South Dakota.
back in Aberdeen, and you wonder how this Aberdeen Central squad started 1-6 on the season. 1-1 in their first 2, but then they lost 5 in a row. Something finally clicked, however, on Saturday when they rolled up 68 in a win over Brandon Valley, and now they're still clicking on all cylinders. 24-13, 6:43 left, second quarter. Governors will try to get things righted here. They need some more offense themselves in addition to the defense, but the Golden Eagles are 5 out of 6 from long range, and that's been a big part of the success so far for Aberdeen. Governors working it inside, but Krueger's pass is tipped by Spencer Barr. As he was looking for Edmund, Krueger was. Barr will pull up from the half circle. Can't get this one to go, but it's pulled down. Second chance, however, no good. And Edmund with the rebound. The miss for Jet Carlson, that second chance. Governors up the floor, and a blocking foul is called. And the Governors hit a big basket here. This will be Keenholz with a chance at a three-point play. Brent Norberg wondering what that call was all about. Like Brian Johnson was called for the foul. That'll be his first. Keenholz with the free throw, rattles in and out. It will not go. Lincoln continues to struggle from the stripe. Rebound down to the Eagles, right to left. It's 24-15, 9-point Aberdeen lead. Johnson to the corner. This is Carlson handing off to Barr. He'll fire another three. This one is halfway down and back out. Rebound saved, but it's into the hand of Keenholz after maybe a push, according to the Aberdeen faithful. Here's Bush. His pass is tipped by Barr. It hits the official. Barr picks it up. Lead pass up the floor. Keenholz will run it down and knock it out of bounds. Lincoln Keenholz saved a transition basket, but the Eagles got a big help from an official who just happened to be in the wrong place at the wrong time as far as the Governors are concerned. Boy, Aberdeen Central, I'll tell you what's clicking for them is the hustle. They're just out hustling the Governors right now. Dingman for three off of the inbound. Will not go. He misses it off the front of the rim. Edmund with the catch on the rebound. He still has it. Bounce pass underneath, and Keenholz couldn't quite get up to throw it down. It's more like a baby jam, but the Governors score nonetheless. I don't know if we'll have to count that in the dunk totals. Edmund with a clean block in front, but a hand on the back, and a foul will be called here. That'll send Jet Carlson to the free throw line. Jackson Edmund picks up his second personal foul. Govs with 4 in a row. They're back within 7, but Brianna Kuzler's got to send in a sub for Jackson Edmund, I believe. Carson Aharts will be that guy. Ben Heisler also checking in as Krueger will come out. That after the first one is missed by Carlson. Second one is good. Carlson with 7 points, 25-17. Eagles lead by 8. So Aharts and Bush are the bigs on there. Heisler is back in there as well for some elevation for the Governors. Coming down to the 5-minute mark here in the second period. Aharts, high pass, but Keenholz will rein it in or haul it in. Now he will shoot and score from 17 feet out on the right baseline. Keenholz with 6 in the quarter, 9 overall. On the move here, Aharts with a shot block as he will deny Parker Lemur. Keenholz on the way back. Rain, 3, no good. In and out. Heisler collects the rebound, and it's off the glass and back up and good. And a timeout will be taken here by the Golden Eagles. That's a big second chance basket for Benjamin Heisler, and the Governors are suddenly back within 4. 4:31 to play. A Coca-Cola timeout. It's 25-21 Eagles. This is Governor basketball.
Oh, why am I so sore? There are everyday moments.
We can totally do this ourselves.
That hurt. And there are epic moments.
This'll be epic!
Yeah, that was awesome. When a moment creates a health need, visit the experts at Avera Orthopedics.
Hi, Doc. My knee.
We'll help you move forward so you can tell the story.
Shoulder, my elbow.
Governors on an 8-1 run as we welcome you back to Golden Eagle Arena in Aberdeen. Pierre Governor basketball sponsored by Pierre Sports Marketing sponsors who include Bankwest and the Brittany Shufflebine Agency, Beck Motors, Dakota Storm Roofing, the Dairy Queen, Avera Orthopedics, and Capital City Motors in Pierre. Brian Oakland with the play-by-play. A good one going so far, but it has been Aberdeen leading throughout, except for 2-0 when the Governors scored first. Here's Carson Sarda out of the break to Lemur. Back to Sarda, far side. Dingman drives around Keenholz, and he'll float it up and in. Carter Dingman with 7 points, the 6'2 senior. Governors quickly up the floor. Carson Ahart's a good three-point shooter. Too much on this one. And then the rebound is down to Aberdeen. They're looking for three, but not this time. Ahart's will rebound this one. A rare miss for Spencer Barr. Actually, he's 2 for 5, but 4 of those 5 have gone at least halfway down. 2 of those came back out. Here's Keenholz from top of the key, and that is good for 3. NBA range, and Keenholz, who has been held in check scoring-wise in the last few ball games, starting to take matters into his own hands a little bit here. He's got a dozen here in the first half. The Governors are within 3 at 27-24. Fed down here to Barr. Mayer will defend. Barr, they're looking for 5, and they're getting a blocking foul instead. Just a push by Jacob Mayer right in front of Brianna Kuzler. She's asking for a 5-second violation. I think Barr moved the basketball with the dribble just in time. Mayer will check out. Luke Olson, I believe it was, has checked in for the first time. Luke, the 5'8 sophomore. Loose basketball up in the air. Eagles come down with it. They still have it. Got a fresh shot clock. 3 minutes to play. Carlson on the move against Heisler. He'll kick it out. Lemur for 3 air balls it. Bush catches it on the fly underneath for the Govs. Now up ahead, Keenholz. Drive, left side, finger roll, too short. He expected contact, and it never came. So here come the Eagles again. Now Barr with space, and you can count it. 3 from the top for Spencer Barr. He's got 14 points to lead the way for Aberdeen Central, who leads by 6 again, 30-24. Bush up top, gets it over to Olson. Now Ahart's for 3. Carson too strong for a second time. Underneath, pulled down by Lemur. Eagles will look for more with 2:15 to play first half. Barr against Olson. Now on the right wing, pick up of the dribble for Jet Carlson. Loose basketball that does not reach half court. He will pass. That is Barr, or Eisenbeis rather, looking for Carlson. That's over his hands, but out of bounds. The last touch, though, by the Governors with just under 2 minutes to play. Eisenbeis is out along with Carlson. Here's Dingman with it now. Camden Fouth, the 6'1 junior, is on for the first time. Free throw line jumper here is no good for Barr. Then Heisler down with a rebound. Keenholz crosses over. Half circle, leaves it with Bush. Inside, Heisler. He'll be triple teamed. He'll force it up, and it's good. 4 for 4 for Benjamin Heisler. And the Governors are within 4 again, 30-26. Dingman around Keenholz, dumps it out. Long 2 here, no good for Grant Fritz, and Lincoln Keenholz will collect the rebound. Fritz's feet were on the arc from the left wing. Minute 15 counting down. Quick first step. Keenholz can't get the layup to go again. Lincoln struggling with some of the shots that he usually makes look very easy, even though he does have 12 points so far. Still a 4-point game, though. Here's Barr. He'll pull up for 3. Obviously has the green light all the time. Misses this one. It's Fouth with the rebound. Now Barr penetrates and looking for Fritz. No good. Follows his own shot, but he can't get that one to go. So 0 for 2 on that sequence for Barr. Ahart's with the rebound. The Governors will slow it up a bit. Final minute, first half, 35 seconds to play. Shot clock's at 20. So Keenholz looks for space. He'll pull up for 3, and he's got it. Lincoln Keenholz with 2 in a row from long range. The Governors were down by 11 earlier in the quarter. Now they trail by 1. Aberdeen will look for the last shot with 15 ticks to go. 30-29 our score. Right to left, Barr gets the screen against Olson, and now we've got a foul on the floor, and this is going to send Barr to the free throw line. With 6.4 seconds left, Brecken Krueger will check in. Ahart's with his hands on his head. That makes you think he's the guilty party. He's got 2 fouls on the board now. Ahart's, Edmond, and Cade Kaiser, who was in briefly in the first period, all with two personals apiece. Camden Fouth out, Carson Sarda back in. This is a 1-and-1 for Spencer Barr, who's had a great first half so far. Front end here is good. He'll get another. 15th point for Spencer Barr. Good news is Governors have plenty of time to get up the floor, make or miss here. Second one coming for Barr, 4 for 5 on the line so far. Gets this one as well. 32-29. Ahartz has to push one to Olson. Aberdeen got a hand on it, and then it's off of the, I think the head of Luke Olson. He couldn't make the grab after the ball got deflected. That's out of bounds. And now it's Aberdeen with 5 seconds to go with another scoring opportunity. Fouth back in for Sarda. Offense for defense. Barr will take the inbound. Crosses over at half court. Then spins. Wants to lean in for 3. It's up no good. And the Governors will trail by 3 going to halftime. On the Gales Gas Service scoreboard, Aberdeen 32 and the Governors 29. Scoreboard sponsored by Gales Gas Service in Pierre. Intermission. And our Governor broadcast brought to you by Wealth Partners Ameriprise Financial. You'll find them in the Northridge Plaza in Pierre. Let's pause for 3 minutes and we recap this first half as the Golden Eagles lead the Governors 32-29 in your official voice of the Governors, River 92.7, online too at drgnews.com.
We all want to be happy, but sometimes that doesn't feel possible. But if you have hope, you have everything. Rising Hope Counseling provides high-quality mental health services with locations across South Dakota. Additionally, by providing telehealth, we ensure South Dakota's rural residents have access to high-quality mental health services. Our team lives and works in your communities, and we understand the unique challenges we face. Schedule an appointment by phone or online today. Rising Hope Counseling, offering hope, healing, and change.
In today's ever-changing housing market, you need a proactive mortgage lender who can guide you through every turn of the process, from your loan application all the way to closing. Jessica Jokic with First National Bank in Pierre is dedicated to providing that level of service to her customers and making your home purchasing dreams a reality. Call Jessica today at 605-201-5254 or visit firstnationalbanks.com to learn more. First National Bank, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
Now's your chance for a great deal on smoking fast fiber internet from Venture Communications. Upgrade to the speed you need, up to 1 gig. And with whole home Wi-Fi included as part of your service, experience no-lag gaming, your favorite music, web surfing, HD video streaming, and connect to the latest smart devices. If you're ready for an upgrade, call or visit Venture Communications online.
At Northern State University, your future starts with an affordable education that's personalized for you. Experience hands-on learning guided by world-class supportive faculty. You'll also enjoy a full campus life, with opportunities to choose from numerous student activities and events, all in a safe, welcoming community. At Northern, you'll find a college that's right for you, a place to belong. Your future starts here. Unleash your potential at Northern.
For over 70 years, Pitt's Design Build has earned our reputation locally for serving communities across South Dakota. We provide design and building services for schools, hospitals, churches, commercial offices, multifamily housing, and so much more. Pitt's Design Build is conveniently located in Pierre, Mitchell, and Sioux Falls to serve you and your organization. We bring value to our clients by facilitating the design and/or construction process. Give us a call today and check us out at pittsdesignbuild.com for a free building consultation.
Synergy Sign Company, the area's newest sign company in Platte. We offer signage solutions for your business, from custom signs and banners to digital displays, autographics, and more. We'll help your business create a memorable impression. Synergy Sign Company, from custom signs to digital displays. Give us a call at 605-337-2686 or visit us online at synergysignco.com.
Hey, Tyler with Summit Contracting here. Let's talk about building on your farm. One of the great things about working with Summit Contracting is that we are the farm builders. We build premium grain systems and any structure that goes on your farm. It's never too early to start a project. We'll create a layout to ensure your structures are perfectly placed for today and the future. Let's get started on your farm project at buildsummit.com.
Starting a John Deere dealership during the Depression took guts and vision, but C.J. Grosenberg was determined to help the community. He supplied more than equipment. He supplied a better way of life for his neighbors. Today, the family business is still going strong, because round here, Grosenberg proves our values to our community every day. Grosenberg Implement is celebrating 85 years and is fourth-generation family-owned and operated.
Allied Plumbing and Heating is your contact for business, farm, commercial, and residential plumbing needs located in Pierre. No job is too big or small for Allied. Put our over 50 years of experience to work for you. At Allied Plumbing and Heating, the only surprise we want for our customers is how fast they get the job done. That's why we offer free estimates on every single service, no hidden charges. Give them a call today at Allied Plumbing and Heating. Remember, you can rely on your allies.
When you're thinking of a new or used car, motorcycle, pickup, or RV, think of us. We make all sorts of vehicle loans. We can set you up with payments that fit your budget. So if you have getting some new wheels in mind, stop by and see us. We'll get you the right loan. Dakota Plains Federal Credit Union, federally insured by NCUA. We're big on you.
We're small enough to know your name, but we're big on you.
Scott Darnell with Lee Real Estate in Pierre is ready to help you find your dream home. There are 10 things you need to do to buy or sell your home. Number 1, call him at 605-220-2676, and he'll handle the other 9. As your resident realtor on a bike, he will make buying or selling your home feel like a walk in the park, not an Ironman triathlon. Find him on Facebook or email Scott at LeeRealEstatePierre.com. Lee Real Estate and Scott are proud sponsors of Central South Dakota Youth Sports and Events broadcast on Live Ticket TV.
Olson Plumbing in Pierre provides complete plumbing and drain cleaning services to commercial and residential customers. Olson Plumbing understands how the simple things in life are often the things we can't live without, and running water is the top of the list. Olson Plumbing offers 24/7 emergency services, and they can be at your location in under an hour in most cases. If you need help with your plumbing system, call Olson Plumbing 605-224-6436.
Graham Tire of Pierre is your premier hometown shop, specializing in tires to fit vehicles, from ATVs to large farm equipment and everything in between. At your tire store next door, you can find a plethora of brand name tires that range from 4 to 10 ply and much more. Our highly skilled technicians can handle brakes, heating, and air conditioning. Call us today at 224-8643 or visit us at grahamtire.com. Graham Tire is a proud sponsor of Pierre and surrounding communities' local activities.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 57,000 participants here in South Dakota who take part in high school sports or activities.
Did you put more on that high-interest credit card this holiday season than you expected? Why not transfer that balance onto an Oahe Federal Credit Union credit card with a fixed rate of 9.9% APR, no balance transfer fees, and no annual fees? How could you go wrong? Stop in at 221 East Pleasant Drive in Pierre.
People helping people. Oahe Federal Credit Union.
Why am I so sore? There are everyday moments.
Hey, hold the ladder! Hold the ladder!
Yeah, that hurt.
And there are epic moments.
Slide! College! Class of 1995!
When a moment creates a health need, visit the experts at Avera Orthopedics. We're moving health forward so you can tell the story. Learn more at avera.org/orthopedics.
Limestone canyons, flowing waterfalls, and pristine beauty make Spearfish a sanctuary for those seeking the ultimate escape. Outdoor enthusiasts will find top-notch sport climbing, mountain biking, and UTV OHV trails. Guests are steps away from peaceful hiking trails and tranquil streams. Relax and rehash your day's adventure at one of our award-winning local breweries. Finding rest is an important part of any adventure. Lodging in Spearfish comes with a variety of choices, from cabins, B&Bs, and campgrounds to the comforts of your popular brand-name hotels. To find your unique adventure in Spearfish, go to visitspearfish.com now.
Service Master of Pierre is your go-to service experts for a wide variety.
Welcome back to Aberdeen as we get set to go to the second half. That finishes our Wealth Partners Ameriprise Financial halftime break. I'm Brian Oakland. Upcoming action for the Governors. The boys have O'Gorman at home on Friday night for a 6:30 pregame here on River 92.7 at Riggs High Gym. Also Harrisburg Saturday afternoon. We're on the air at 2:30 pregame on Saturday. Governor girls will be at O'Gorman Friday, and then at Harrisburg on Tuesday with that game here on River 92.7. We've got wrestling coming up, by the way, on Thursday. Governors start with the first possession, and it is a Jacob Mayer pass that is stolen by Spencer Barr. He will take it the distance, lay it up and in, and a soft touch foul by Jacob Mayer called. And a chance at a three-point play just like that, and the second half throw-in like the opening tip, sponsored by Comtech. In Pierre, Barr, who has had everything going his way so far tonight, does miss that free throw. Heisler down with the rebound. Governors moving right to left now on the end that we are more offset to here at Golden Eagle Arena. If you're watching this at drgnews.com. A 5-point Golden Eagle lead. Turnovers have been the problem tonight. There's Keenholz with a beautiful turnaround shot from the right corner. That one just inside the arc, but Lincoln now with 17 points, and I think the Governors are just going to keep sending it in his direction. Here's Carter Dingman. Offensive foul away from the basketball is signaled, and it will be a Governor receive, shall we say. And this one goes to Carson Sarda. That'll be his second personal. That is only the third turnover all night long for Aberdeen Central. Mayer, Krueger, Keenholz, Edmond, and Heisler on the floor, the starting five of the Governors. Keenholz had it underneath on the entry pass, but it's knocked away by Barr. Boy, Spencer Barr, offensively and, of course, defensively, literally is all over the floor. Mayer's got to inbound from inside. Edmond will take it, can't get it off the back of the rim, and he'll throw it, save it, back into the hands of Keenholz. It's up and good. Give him an assist after all. Off of an offensive rebound of his own miss, Keenholz will put one down, and the Governors are within one for the second time. 34-33. Eagles in home white with the royal blue numbers. Pretty drive there for Barr, right side. And he is able to lay it up and in. Pass here as Mayer's looking what's going on, but the pass got away from Krueger. Picked up by Aberdeen, left to right, back at it, Barr. He'll feed down to Jet Carlson. And now he'll be fouled on a double team. Looks like Mayer got a little too aggressively handsy once again. His third foul here, second foul of the second half so far. Cade Kaiser will come in to take Mayer's spot. Jacob Mayer really will get in your face defensively, and he's very good at that, but sometimes just a little too much, and his foul numbers do tend to climb from time to time, and that's the case here with the first two quick ones in the second half. Turnaround shot in the lane here, no good for Carson Sarda. Pulled down by Heisler. Governors with Keenholz setting it up, spotting it up, and raining one down. Another 3-ball for Lincoln Keenholz, and we are tied for the first time tonight. 36-36, 2 minutes gone by here in the third period. Here's Dingman. He wants the answer. That one too strong. Battle for the rebound, and Heisler will get there instead of Sarda. Heading back in the other direction on the move here. Heisler, reverse, good, pretty, and the Governors lead for the first time since 2-0. 38-36. We're already with a 9-4 scoring advantage here in the second half. 5.5 minutes, counting down, third quarter. Sarda off of the baseline pass. He gets it to Jet Carlson. And Carlson is 3 for 3 from long range. Eagles back in front by 1 at 39-38. Governors get it down to the left block. Heisler, turnaround shot. It's up and good. Spins into the lane. Ben Heisler is 6 for 6 on the floor. Put the Governors back in front, 40-39. Looking for three again. Too strong from the left wing is Parker Lemur. Keenholz up with the rebound. He'll take it across the timeline. They'll give him space, but he'll miss this one well short. Boy, you don't see that very often. Crowd will let him hear about it. Clock stops. It's out of bounds. 4:45 to go, third quarter. Cooper Eisenbeis is in. Lemur is out. Carson Sarda out in place of Grant Fritz, the 6'2 junior forward for the Golden Eagles. Cubs by 1 so far here. Barr sets it up to Eisenbeis, left wing in front of the Eagle bench. Dingman wants three. That back iron's off the back of the rim. Barr runs down the rebound out here on the near side. That was a rebound the Governors had no business not collecting, but they couldn't get it done. Here's Eisenbeis up top to Carlson. He is 4 for 4 from outside the arc. Jet Carlson with 2 big shots. Fifth lead change, the fourth here in the third period now. It's 42-40. Heisler spins and pivots, and he runs into a double team that he did not see coming. The Governors will turn it over. That's a travel. Halfway through our third quarter. Heisler's checking out here for the Governors. Luke Olson back in. He played some big minutes in the first half. Going to need some bigger minutes here. This is Eisenbeis with a quick fire three. My goodness, these Golden Eagles can rain them in. Cooper Eisenbeis sends us to a timeout as Aberdeen Central grows the lead back to 5. 45-40 our score. This is a full timeout taken by the Governors and sponsored by Coca-Cola Bottling in Pierre. We're back in 60. This is Governor basketball.
Of cleaning needs. Since 2003, we have developed the most effective methods and products to service virtually every type of industry. We're known for our exceptional carpet and upholstery cleaning, but did you know we also offer cleaning of all types of flooring, along with providing fire and water restoration, commercial cleaning, janitorial services, and construction cleanup. Service Master of Pierre is a proud sponsor of TF Riggs Governors and Lady Govs, as well as Stanley County Buffaloes and Lady Buffs activities.
Now's your chance for a great deal on smoking fast fiber internet from Venture Communications. Upgrade to the speed you need, up to 1 gig. And with whole home Wi-Fi included as part of your service, experience no-lag gaming, your favorite music, web surfing, HD video streaming, and connect to the latest smart devices. If you're ready for an upgrade, call or visit Venture Communications online.
Or call 223-9762.
3:48 to play, third quarter. The Governors and Golden Eagles have gone back and forth, changing the lead 4 times here in the third period, but back-to-back threes for Aberdeen has them up with a 2-possession cushion, 45-40. And as the Governors get back on the offensive, Luke Olson will feed inside to Jackson Edmond. He spins through defenders, and Grant Fritz will reach in and commit the foul. Team foul number 2 for the Eagles. Governors have 2 since halftime as well. Kaiser inbounds to Keenholz, who goes up high to receive with one hand. He'll feed back inside and a jump hook on the spin for Edmond. A little bit short, pulled down by Jet Carlson. Spencer Barr across the timeline to Cooper Eisenbeis. Now Carter Dingman with a pickup of the dribble. Gets it to Barr. Crosses over against Kaiser. Pulls up and hits a 3. This is really impressive. I got to tell you, folks, that's 3 threes in a row. 4 in the second half for the Golden Eagles. They lead 48-40 on a 9-point rally. Edmond down to Olson, and the finger roll up and good for Luke Olson. 5'8" sophomore off the bench who scored 20 points in the JV game this afternoon. Barr wants another one, won't get it. Maybe tried to sell a foul, didn't get that either. Kaiser will get the tipped rebound. Barr taking one away, he'll lay it up and in. That's just the quickness of Spencer Barr. His 4th steal, and another timeout called here by the Governors. Or the Eagles taking this one. An 8-point lead for Aberdeen Central, 50-42. This is a 30-second break, sponsored by Coca-Cola Bottling in Pierre. This is Governor Basketball.
At Jan Bussey Ford & Highmore, they've been building partnerships for life by treating customers right, offering a low-pressure sales process, no haggling over price, passing low overhead savings on, and providing a Ford-certified service department fixing it right the very first time. If you're looking for a new Ford, a quality pre-owned vehicle, a new or used ATV, or a trailer, stop by Jan Bussey Ford & Highmore and experience the difference.
Jan Bussey Ford, building partnerships for life.
Well, it seemed like early on in the third period, the Governors were taking the momentum, and kind of expected them to keep that going, but a barrage of triples for the Golden Eagles, 4 of them. There's a nice drive. There is Jacob Mayer penetrates, and he leaves it with Jackson Edmond. He tried to get up to throw it down with 2 hands. Didn't quite make it, but the shot falls, and you can add a foul onto that, and Edmond will have a chance at a 3-point play. Foul goes to Brian Johnson, who has just checked in. Jackson Edmond, free throw is good. And the 3-point play complete. 3rd team foul for the Eagles. That's a big 3-point play. The Governors really needed that. Ends a 9-point rally for the Eagles, but they still lead 50-45. Here's Barr shooting from the half circle, left elbow, and it's good. Spencer Barr is 4 for 4 from inside the arc here in the period. And an Edmond pass looking for Olson on the top of the key. And Olson is going to be called for the trip up, and I'd sure like another look at that, to be honest with you. I think Luke Olson got to that basketball first, and he got run into, but unfortunately, Olson called for the foul. Turnover number 13 for the Governors. The Eagles only have 3. That's probably as big of a story in this game as anything, but Mayer picks the pocket of Barr. He'll scoop a left-handed layup up and in, and he goes to the free throw line. Almost a desperation effort for Jacob Mayer, but he gets the scoop, and the foul will go to Camden Fouth, a 6'1 junior who had just checked in. Big play with the steal for Mayer. And a free throw coming. He eyes it, he fires, and it's good. Jacob with 5. 52-48 Eagles, still lead by 4. Barr picks up the dribble. Mayer right there with him. Now Carson Sarda near side against Edmond. He'll kick it out. This is Dingman. On the move, still on the top of the key. Now to Parker Lemur. Loses the dribble as he went between the legs and might have caught the leg on the way through. Lemur with the fumble out of bounds, and the Governors will take it. Turnover number 5 in the game, but 3 now since halftime for Aberdeen Central. And they've all been really, I think, on their last 3 possessions. Here's Mayer. Back to Keenholz. He'll step inside the arc. He'll hit. Lincoln Keenholz with 24 in the game. Spencer Barr, by the way, now up to 27. He has 9 points. Check it, 11 points here in the third quarter himself. So quite a showing between 2 of the best. Barr wants another one from NBA range. He got the screen from Sarda, and Spencer Barr, every bit as good as advertised. 35 sounded like a lot against Brandon Valley. Edmonds spins, wants to put a shot up, got his pocket picked. A blocked shot or a takeaway, whatever the case. And the Eagles have it back. They could play for the last shot. They lead 55-50. We're counting down the third quarter with 13, 12, 11, and 10 to go. Barr looks for the screen. Now Edmond faces him up. Barr penetrates out to Lemur for 3. Off the mark, no good. Rebound tipped. It's out of bounds. And it's Aberdeen basketball with 0.8 of a second left in the third quarter. Cade Kaiser will check in for Jacob Mayer. Now Christian Bush will hustle in for Jackson Edmond. They don't want him to get an extra foul here. Barr will inbound, so he won't be the one to shoot. Now it's Carlson underneath, had to scoop it, got caught under the basket. Nothing doing there. Our third quarter will come to an end. Aberdeen Central still maintains the lead, 55-50. In fact, was a 3-point halftime lead. Now the lead is 5. Scoreboard brought to you by Gales Gas Service in Pierre. Governor Basketball sponsored in part by Pierre Sports Marketing Partners, who include the fine men and women of the South Dakota National Guard, also Stalkin Peterson Lingle, Walti Jones LLP, Wagner Rotto, Red Rosa, Pitts Design and Build, Pierre Dental Clinic, and also Midco, Maher Law Office, Floss Dentistry, First Dakota National Bank, and Delta Dental in Pierre, your Pierre Sports Marketing Partners. We go to the fourth. The Governors trailing 55-50 on River 92.7.
When you're in the need for high-quality replacement auto parts, look no further than Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop in Pierre. Zander's has been servicing the Pierre area for over 40 years. Their professional parts techs can get you the part you need and get you back on the road. Stop by Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop at 500 West Sioux in Pierre or call 224-9221. Zander's, your source for domestic and foreign auto parts and accessories.
Stay in a beautiful Black Hills vacation.
Well, it was 32-29 at halftime. The Governors took the lead a few times, but the Golden Eagles took it back, and then they hit 3 threes in a row to build a 48-40 lead. Right now they lead by 5. Going to the fourth, it's 55-50, and Spencer Barr just keeps doing what Spencer Barr does. He hits a 2, handed off by Carson Sarda. Now 32 points for Barr in this game. A 7-point advantage for the home team. There's Keenholz eyeing 3, top of the key, passes it off near side to Cade Kaiser. Now Christian Bush, nice move, but he can't get the layup on the left side. Rebound tipped and controlled by Barr. Looks left, crosses over back to the right, passes it off to Carter Dingman, who hits a 3. Boy, when the Eagles shoot from long range, that basket just seems to grow by an extra foot in diameter. They lead by 10 now. They are now 13 of 25 from long range in this game. Keenholz wants an answer. He's got it. Lincoln Keenholz has been pretty hot lately. He has 27 now. The Governors will take a timeout. Back within 7, 60-53, 6:52 to play. Coca-Cola timeout. We're back in 30 seconds. This is Governor basketball.
Home, the Summit on Dancing Sky near Leeds, South Dakota, in the popular Powder House Pass development. It's a modern rustic design with over 5,000 square feet, 6 bedrooms, and 5 baths for you to enjoy. You'll get gorgeous views of the Terry Peak Mountain Range. There's a community pool to enjoy, and you're close to all the attractions like Deadwood, Sturgis, Spearfish, and a whole lot more. The Summit on Dancing Sky. Visit them at dancingsky.com.
Your hometown neighborhood market. Driven by the Office of Highway Safety. River 92.7, KGFX FM, Pierre. You booze, you cruise, you lose.
Back in Aberdeen and out of the Governor timeout. Here's Barr taking a dribble handoff. Top of the key. Inside it goes to Sarda from Jet Carlson. He'll kick it out. Cooper Eisenbeis fakes the three. Steps inside the arc. Pops a two. Rebound tipped. Eisenbeis gets it back. He feeds to Carlson, but for the first time tonight, he misses a three. Heisler rebounds. Now Edmond with it. Edmond will fire from the half circle, and that's no good. Sarda rebounds from there. Eagles across the timeline. Governors still have to play patiently, I think, but Spencer Barr doesn't really allow that to happen. He tries a three. That another one that rims in and out. Edmond off the glass, and the coast-to-coast drive is good. 60-55. Both teams with 10 points already here in the fourth quarter. Check it 5-5. The scoring through the fourth period, it was 55-50. Here's Sarda hesitating. Offensive foul, and it's Kaiser who takes the charge. Sarda got it off the glass and put it through, but Kaiser either takes the charge or he sells it well. Third personal for Carson Sarda. He'll check out. He's a little disgusted. Dingman joins him at the bench. Parker Lemur checks back in for the Eagles along with Grant Fritz. There's Mayer on the drive to the left baseline. Back to Keenholz. Tries a three. Looking for a foul. Doesn't get it. But the Eagles mishandle the loose basketball underneath. Crowd getting a little peeved. Here's Keenholz off of the inbound. Fouled from behind. On the feed from Mayer, Lincoln will go to the free throw line. 5:20 to play here in the fourth quarter. Keenholz having a great game, but he has struggled from the free throw line so far. He's just 1 out of 5. 27 points is a season high. Here he's got the first one with a swish. And another one coming. We had 4 lead changes in the third quarter, but again, the Golden Eagles with 3 threes in a row took the lead back, and they haven't relinquished it yet. Pierre is back within 3 again, though, 60-57. 3 was the halftime deficit, which was 32-29 at the time. Fritz on the move, and he's blocked by Benjamin Heisler. Edmond down with the rebound. Keenholz with the floater in the lanes, no good. The rebound is tipped, and it's controlled by Fritz underneath. Now another 3 in the corner, this time no good. Rebound tipped again. Fritz tipped that one to Jet Carlson. Somehow keeps his foot down. And now it's a takeaway here for Keenholz. Right to left, back across the timeline. Keenholz to Kaiser. He'll put one in from 15 feet out. On the left side, Cade Kaiser's first basket. Pierre within 1. 4.5 minutes to go. How about another timeout? Brent Norberg will take it. It'll be of the full variety, so we'll pause and step away for 60 seconds. Another Coca-Cola timeout sponsored by Coca-Cola Bottling in Pierre. It's a 1-point game, and we're back in 1 minute.
Your winning destination, the Golden Buffalo Casino in Lower Brule, gives you more chances to win. Hot seat drawings, pick a prize drawings, chances to win great prizes, the hottest slots around. It's all just waiting for you at the Golden Buffalo Casino. Find out more by logging on to thegoldenbuffalocasino.com and by following them on Facebook. Just minutes north of Reliance, exit 248. We'd like to thank you for tuning into this broadcast and supporting our area youth. The Golden Buffalo Casino, proud to support Live Ticket.
Every farm is unique, but all farmers have something in common: the desire to maximize their land and improve it for the next generation. You need a cooperative that offers peace of mind. Agtegra Cooperative is an ag partner that shares your values and is part of your community. From agronomy and grain operations to energy and feed, Agtegra will link your farm to the future. Agtegra Cooperative. Strong, stable, dependable.
Marketing sponsors, we bring you Governor Basketball. Sponsors include Rinky Gray Wealth Management, Overhead Door, Krueger Contracting, Century Business Products, and our friends and partners from Live Ticket doing video streaming Go Govs Live and DRGnews.com. 60-59 out of the Eagle timeout, which leaves both teams with 2. Here's Grant Fritz with an offensive putback attempt, no good. Now Jackson Edmond collects a rebound, and he will be fouled. First attempt, I believe, by Carter Dingman. Couldn't get it to go. Dingman will commit the foul on Edmond, and Aberdeen Central, this is a situation here that could be in the Governor's favor. The Eagles commit their 7th team foul of the second half. Pierre so far is only at 3 with 4:15 to play. So Edmond will get a 1-and-1 opportunity. And the left-hander eyes the mark. He's got the front end. He earns another. This one ties it at 60-60. Really quite a ball game for both teams. I think the Governors are playing well, but Aberdeen Central just outstanding. Second one no good. It's a Heisler offensive rebound. The Governors take the offensive possession back. Mayer will set it up. Left side. Barr goes after a steal. Now it's Heisler from Jacob Mayer, who kept the dribble alive. He feeds underneath the deuce for the big one. Heisler slams, and the Governors lead 62-60. Dingman hands it off. Barr will reset. This one's getting good if it wasn't already. Barr against Mayer will drive, and now a foul called on the floor. And Jacob Mayer, again, I'd kind of like another look at that. Mayer, I really thought there was a couple of feet distance between the two of them, but somehow he got a hand in there. And maybe grab the jersey, which is enough. And that'll give Aberdeen a fresh 35, but the 4th personal foul called on Jacob Mayer. Eagles got to inbound. They find Grant Fritz, who hauls it in, and a good job of keeping the pivot foot down. Barr will come to take it. Now he wants an NBA 3, and it is good. You've got to stay in Spencer Barr's face no matter what. Eagles lead 63-62. Keenholz has it back. He'll feed to Edmond underneath. That's in and out, no good. A great play, but it just didn't finish. Lemur down with the rebound. Here comes Barr. He'll feed underneath. Oh, Fritz met up by Edmond. Now works against him. Shot is up, no good. Rebound collected by Dingman after the second bounce on the rim. 3 ball though, no good, and Heisler has the rebound. Keenholz will leave it with Jacob Mayer. Here's Mayer. Governors trailing by 1. Around Fritz goes Jacob. He'll throw one up off the glass, and it's an offensive foul. Mayer tried to do a little too much here. Well, he was progressing nicely. Got around the defense. Suddenly found some space, but he just couldn't stop his momentum. Just a little too strong off the glass, but the charge taken, and Jacob Mayer has fouled out of the basketball game. He's made some big plays here in the 4th quarter. Cade Kaiser will have to spell Mayer. Reckon Krueger is back on there as well. Here's Fritz in the corner. Now to Jet Carlson. To Barr at the free throw line. This one with a good shooter's touch. Spencer Barr scores again, and that's a 3-point Aberdeen lead. Keenholz crosses over, finger roll, left-handed layup, smooth. Keenholz with 29, 65-64, Eagles by 1. Well, the Governors played a nail-biter down to the wire at Brandon Valley 5 nights ago. Here's another one. Now Dingman. Carlson, quick fire 3 is good. 5 for 6 for Jet Carlson. The Eagles with 16 3-pointers. Make it 15 now. Keenholz lobs underneath. It's stolen on the backside by Carter Dingman. Looking for Edmond, who just couldn't quite get up there high enough. A 4-point lead for the Eagles with 90 seconds to go in regulation. Here is Barr against Cade Kaiser. He'll leave it with Dingman. Top of the key, back this way with Fritz around Edmond. Shot blocked out of bounds by Heisler. Second swat for Ben, 4th overall for the Governors in this game. But Aberdeen still has it with 13 seconds on the shot clock. And an inbound coming. Dingman looking. Off the right side of the key. Has to lob it out. Kaiser is going to intercept. Actually, yeah, that is Kaiser. Gets it ahead. Edmond for 2. It's good, and the Governors will get a timeout. Cuts it to 2. 68-66. 1:11 to play. A 60-second break. We're back with more Pierre Governor basketball.
Capital City Ford Lincoln Toyota is serving the central South Dakota community and beyond with a great selection of used vehicles. Local trades and program vehicles are available. New Toyotas and new Fords are arriving and selling before they even hit the lot. So don't wait. Stop in and find out what's coming. If you've been thinking about ordering a new Ford, stop in and sit down with one of our sales specialists today. Capital City Ford Lincoln Toyota at 518 East Sioux Avenue in Pierre. Call 605-224-7378 and visit CapitalCityFordToyota.com.
At Ringneck Energy, their mission is to produce renewable energy that adds value to grain and livestock production, enhances the income of their investor partners, and provide a safe, rewarding work environment. Located at 901 Redwood Avenue in Oneida, South Dakota. Call 605-945-6900 or check ringneckenergy.com. A proud supporter of local schools and wishes all students the best of luck in all their activities during the school year, creating economic opportunities in our community.
Welcome back in Aberdeen. Girls game on KGFX. A little while ago, Pierre was leading 30-27 at the half. As they'll try to keep that going into the second half here. We're coming down to the wire. Governors pressing out of the timeout, and a Jackson Edmonds steal as the Eagles push it up the floor. Kaiser with a finish. The breakaway is good. The Governors tie it up at 68-68. 50 seconds to go. Eagles across the timeline again. Dingman out to Lemur on the left wing. They'll give it to Spencer Barr. Obviously, he's the guy with 37 points. You expect to take a big shot. He's going to try one here. That's in and out, no good. Now Edmond with the rebound. The Governors will slow it up. Shot clock is off. We've got 25 seconds to play and a tie ball game. Now let's see if Pierre can get a buzzer-beating win. Keenholz stops. Now closely guarded. Puts it in motion near side. He loses the basketball and is called for an offensive foul. Somebody got the dribble away from Keenholz. His momentum apparently took him into the personal space of Jet Carlson, who takes the charge. Keenholz with his first personal. And now with 9 seconds left, Aberdeen has a chance to win this one at the buzzer. Krueger guarding. Carlson, now Lemur to Dingman. Up, shot, no good, and no chance for a putback this time. We are going to overtime. On the Gales Gas Service scoreboard, it's 68-68, sponsored by Gales Gas Service in Pierre. We pause for 1 minute. Our extra period coming up. You're listening to Pierre Governor Basketball, your official voice of the Governors, River 92.7 and DRGnews.com.
When you expect more, you expect more. When you expect more, Dakota Prairie Bank, providing great service right from the start. It's our promise to you that sets us apart. With every handshake and a smile, we go that extra mile. When you expect more, you expect more. When you expect more, Dakota Prairie Bank.
Dimock Cheese has been making handmade artisan cheese for over 90 years and has over 25 flavors of cheese. Stop by the store for sampling of all the cheeses. The store also offers several South Dakota-made products. And at the store, find Remedy Brewing on tap. Dimock Cheese offers gift boxes, and fundraisers are available. To find out more, go to the website, DimockDairy.com, or call 605-928-3833. And don't forget to check your local grocery store for their premium cheeses and cheese spreads. Dimock Cheese.
Welcome back to Aberdeen, where 32 minutes is not enough to decide this one. The upstart Golden Eagles score 68 for a second straight game in regulation, but they'll need some more. The Governors, of course, they're off of a 75-point effort. Comtech opening tip of overtime, controlled by Ben Heisler, and the Governors moving right to left. Krueger, Edmond, up to Heisler for 2 on the throwdown. Second jam for Ben Heisler, who is really having quite a ball game. The Governors lead 70-68. That is our 8th lead change in this game, but 7 of those have come since halftime. The Eagles led by 11 at one point in the second quarter. Pierre has not led by more than 2 points. Here's Barr in front of the free throw line, and that will trickle its way in and out and back in again. Spencer Barr with 39 in this game. Lincoln Keenholz has 31 for the Governors. Edmond tries a 15-footer, a little strong though. And it'll be Golden Eagle basketball off of the Jet Carlson rebound. Spencer Barr left to right to Carter Dingman. Now Parker Lemur starting 5 out there, actually -1. They've got Grant Fritz off the bench. Kaiser going for a steal. Lobbying, but doesn't get the takeaway. It's out of bounds. Aberdeen will inbound. The Governors have lost Jacob Mayer to fouls, so Kaiser is in for him. Inbound, and the momentum from Dingman steps on the half-court line, but we play on 10 on the shot clock here for Aberdeen. Barr around Kaiser, drives, and a foul is going to be called. Apparently got tripped up. Spencer Barr will go to the free throw line. Aberdeen, off of a 5-game losing streak, surprised most everybody, beating Brandon Valley 68-57 Saturday afternoon here in Aberdeen, with Spencer Barr pouring in 35 points. You didn't think he'd do that again, but boy, he has, and then some. He hits a free throw. First of 2 is good. He's got 40 points in this game. Make it another one. 41, 2 for 2. The Eagles take the lead back, 72-70 in overtime with 2:35 to play. A 4-minute extra period. That's where we're at. The Govs in green. Keenholz double teamed up top. Heisler gets it to Cade Kaiser for 3, and it's a swish. Cade Kaiser with a big bucket. The Governors lead 73-72. Back comes Barr. High pass. Fritz will haul it in down to the corner. Now he throws to the feet of Carlson, who keeps one alive. Here's Lemur. Up top, Fritz, nothing there. Now Barr looking for space inside the arc, and it's good for 2. The kid is absolutely amazing. Spencer Barr with 43 points. He has not missed in his last 8 tries inside the arc. There's Edmond with the return, though. Up and in for 2. 75-74, the Governors lead. Minute 35 to play. Another one to the wing to Fritz to set things up. Heisler defends. He'll drive on Ben Heisler, but Benjamin will commit a foul on the floor. It's a 1-and-1. Both teams, by the way, still in the 1-and-1 bonus here. And Grant Fritz, who is 0 for 4 on the floor off the bench, has a 1-and-1 coming, but he'll have to wait after a full timeout taken here by Brent Norberg and Aberdeen Central. At Coca-Cola breaking the action. Get a Coke, be back in a minute. We've got a minute and a half left in overtime and a 1-point Governor lead on River 92.7.
What if we said a bank isn't a place to lock up money? It's a place to set it free. What if the point of banking wasn't to bank at all, but to put your ideas to work? What if your bank asked, what if, a little more? Well, what if we told you we do? We're American Bank and Trust, where what if meets why not? If you're ready to change what you get out of banking, start a relationship with us. What if you made the move today?
Charlie Grosenberg with Grocerie Implement. Yes, we're excited to announce the purchase of Peterson Machine in Beersford, South Dakota. A great opportunity that Randy Bach and the Bach family contacted us about, and we were excited to expand our stores, our growth of John Deere dealerships. And the opportunity Randy gave us was something that we definitely wanted to take advantage of. And we're excited. I mean, the people, communities, we're excited to get to know them and get to work with them.
Back in Aberdeen in overtime. By the way, at Riggs High School, the Governor girls leading 39-37 in a tight one. Here, the Pierre Governors on top by 1, and it's Grant Fritz at the free throw line to shoot a 1-and-1. Too strong on the front end. Loose basketball, and it's saved from going out of bounds, but it's into the hands of Cade Kaiser. Governors benefit from a Missed there. They lead by 1, and they need a good possession here. Kaneholz, Barr guarding him. Extra attention provided. Gets it to Krueger. Now Edmond up top. His pass off the leg of Fritz. It comes right back to him, and then he spins and pivots again. Is called for the travel. That's the second time he's been called for a travel on really what is just a good, strong move, in my opinion, with the dribble. Turnover gets it to the Eagles. We're in the final minute of overtime. Quick fire, Carlson for 3. This time, no good. Edmond rebounds. Carlson is 5 out of 7. That's only the second miss from long range from him tonight. Pierre with a big bullet dodged, and Brianna Krusler will take the timeout here. 40 seconds to play. Pierre 75, Aberdeen 74. Let's take another 1-minute timeout. This is Governor Basketball.
Titan Machinery is your go-to Case IH agricultural equipment dealer. Your Highmore, Miller, and Pierre locations have a large selection of new and used ag equipment with access to one of the largest parts and whole goods inventories in the country. Titan Machinery prides itself in providing quality Case IH parts, service, and support to Highmore, Miller, Pierre, and the surrounding communities. Stop by Titan Machinery of Highmore, Miller, and Pierre today. Power and precision to grow.
The Fieldhouse in Pierre is your premier spot to watch all the sports, from your local Govs and Lady Govs, as well as Buffs and Lady Buffs, all the way up to your favorite big league teams. Kick back and relax with a pizza, nachos, burgers, or one of our air-fried appetizers. Wash down the food with your pick from our array of premium beverages. Between the action, be sure to check out the unique and plentiful memorabilia throughout the building. We can't wait for you to come in and watch the games with us broadcast on liveticket.tv. The Fieldhouse in Pierre.
Aberdeen on a Tuesday night, the Pierre Governors in one of those games where, as we talked about Thursday night at Brandon Valley, if you want to get deep into the postseason, you're going to have to play and win a lot of games like this. I think the Governors will take it. Now they just hope they get a victory here. Time to seal the deal. Leading by 1, 30 seconds to play. Shot clock is on. In fact, after that timeout, it's down to 10 now. Kaneholz in the lane to Edmond, who gets hacked by Carson Sarda, and Jackson Edmond will go to the free throw line. And Edmond has to collect his wits here. Crowd gets a little bit quiet. Jackson's holding, he's maybe wiping his nose or making sure he's not bleeding there. Carson Sarda with his 4th personal foul. Edmond will get 2 shots here, 2 big ones, but he's got to try to get his vision with him as well. Clock stops with 21.8 seconds left. Govs still lead by 1. Team foul number 8 for what it's worth for Aberdeen. Edmond hits the first of 2. Jackson had a quiet first half with only 2 points, but he does have 11 in the second, 13 in the game. Sarda checks out. Aberdeen back with their lineup that they've had for most of the second half. Another big free throw hit for Edmond. The Governors with their biggest lead of the game, and it's only a 3. Bad pass in the backcourt. Carlson able to get it on the near side, and a timeout has to be taken by Brent Norberg to save a 10-second violation. Now with 14 seconds left, this is a full timeout, the second and final timeout they get in overtime. We'll take a 30-second break. Timeout sponsored by Coca-Cola Bottling in Pierre. It's the Governors up by 3 with 14 to go. This is Governor Basketball.
Station Convenience Store and the Crossing Pub are both conveniently located on Pleasant Drive in Pierre, South Dakota. At the Quarter Station, grab your favorite hot and cold beverages and snacks while filling your vehicle up with Cenex brand gasoline. The Quarter Station also features a super tunnel car wash to keep your vehicle sparkling clean. At the Crossing, grab a cold beverage and check out their selection of appetizers while watching the Stanley County Buffaloes and Pierre Governors live on their big screen televisions. Best of luck to all area students from the Quarter Station and the Crossing.
Welcome back to Aberdeen, and if you're tuning over maybe from watching the girls game or listening to the girls game, that's a tight one as well at Rickside Gym, but this one in overtime, high scoring game. The Governors lead the Golden Eagles 77-74. 14 seconds left in overtime. Shot clock is off. Both teams in a 1-and-1 bonus. The possession arrow points to Aberdeen, and they will inbound from the near side. Jet Carlson finds Spencer Barr, and they'll commit a foul on Barr. This is Keenholz on the floor. That will send Barr to the free throw line for a 1-and-1. And I think you can maybe justify the foul here if you give them, even assuming 2 foul shots here, as Barr, who's been outstanding tonight, hits the front end of the 1-and-1. Now just don't give up an offensive rebound here. Barr's second one is good. That was the second foul for Keenholz, by the way, and that's number 9 for the Governors. Grant Fritz and Parker Lemur will check out. Carson Sarda back in for defense, although he has 4 fouls. Cooper Eisenbeis is in as well. Heisler has to inbound. He can roam the baseline. He gets it into Keenholz, and then Aberdeen knocks it away out of bounds. Dingman had a hand in there. Dangerous. Aberdeen fans don't like it. Governors have to do it again. Keenholz takes it, and he'll be fouled there in the corner. Or is this just an out-of-bounds call? Spencer Barr in the corner, standing out of bounds, and he reached back and put his hand on the ball, so they call that out of bounds on Aberdeen. Now Keenholz will inbound. He gets it to Edmond in the corner, and it'll be Kaiser fouled in the backcourt by Carson Sarda. That'll be his last. The Governors lead by 1. Sarda did not score in this game.
Fouls on number 4, Carson Sarda.
He'll come out. Fritz is back in, as well as Parker Lemur.
Kaiser to the line. Shooting the bonus.
Cade Kaiser has a 1-and-1. This is the final 1-and-1 for the Governors. 6.6 seconds left. It's 77-76. Kaiser eyes it. Shot up, in and out, and back in again. It falls. That one rattled, came back out, hit the back of the rim, and then bounced to the front of the rim before it finally fell. Cade Kaiser with his 8th point of the night. The 9th one will be even bigger if he gets this one. That is up and off the back of the rim. No good. Offensive rebound. Actually, it's a held ball. Heisler had it. But as we mentioned earlier, the possession arrow points to Aberdeen Central. So it's a 2-point game. And we will have a timeout called here by Aberdeen Central. Apparently they had one more to use. 78-76 with 5.2 seconds left. Let's pause for 30, and we're back with more Pierre Governor basketball.
DRG Media Group Sports is the official voice of the Pierre Governors.
Keenholz wants to run again, and he's got room. 40, 30, foot race to the 10, 5, and a touchdown. Pierre will come back and set up Avery Kaiser on the outside left through the block, and that's down.
The official voice of the Pierre Governors, River 92.7, and also at the River 92.7 page of the DRG News App, brought to you by Golden Buffalo and DRGnews.com.
We're back in Aberdeen. The Golden Eagles have the basketball. They will have to travel 3/4 of the length of the floor in 5 seconds to try to get a shot up. They trail 78-76. Do not discount the likelihood of a 3-point shot, of which 15 of those have fallen for the home team tonight. Jet Carlson gets it to Barr. The Governors will surrender the layup, and we're going to go to overtime. Spencer Barr weaved his way, and he laid it up and in for 2. The Governors may be afraid to foul, but now we'll have to play another 4 minutes. We're on the Gales Gas Service scoreboard at 10:10. First overtime will go to number 2 after a 60-second timeout. You're listening to Pierre Governor Basketball on River 92.7 and DRGnews.com.
Riverview RV Park overlooks Lake Sharp on the Missouri River. They have all the amenities, from full hookups, laundry, showers, dog park, play area, and free Wi-Fi. There's no need to drive across the country. When here in central South Dakota, you can find some of the best fishing and the most spectacular sunrises and sunsets. Call us today at 605-280-6266 or reserve your next camping spot online at BriggsRVPark.com. Make Riverview RV Park your home away from home experience.
A Spencer Bar layup to give him 47 points on the night. And we go to a second overtime. Welcome back to Aberdeen. The Comtech opening tip, this time controlled by the Golden Eagles. Spencer Bar with it, looking for space. He'll give it away. Parker Lemur down to Jet Carlson. He looks to drive, then finds Dingman. Inside the arc, right side. Cade Kaiser knocks it away, and it's off of the leg of Dingman. A turnover by the Eagles. And a good hands play for Cade Kaiser. Kaiser again playing in place of Jacob Mayer, who fouled out in the fourth quarter. Both teams scored 10 points in that 4-minute overtime, so here we are in the second extra period, 30 seconds in. Brecken Krueger to Cade Kaiser. Edmond on the cut, feeds underneath, and Keenholz will bury one down. On the jam and the feed by Edmond, the Governors take the lead back 80-78. Third jam for the Govs tonight. Heisler has 2. All 3 jams, I believe, assisted by Jackson Edmond. On the move is Lemur, out to Grant Fritz. He's not the shooter that the rest of these Golden Eagles have proven themselves to be, especially this guy, including this guy, Jet Carlson, but his 3 is no good. And Grant Fritz with the rebound off of a long rebound at that. Kaiser with the foul will pick up his 3rd, and now both teams are in the double bonus. Clock stops, 2:53 to play. Second overtime, obviously a lot of time at this juncture. Fritz to shoot 2. No good. Off the back of the rim on the first one. If there's one person the Governors wouldn't mind fouling for Aberdeen Central, I believe it is this guy. Second one, a one-handed attempt, no good. Heisler will collect the rebound. Pierre looking to add now to a 2-point lead, second overtime. 80-78, Keenholz will leave it with Krueger to set things up. He'll look left side, now pass to Kaiser. Here on the near side, Edmond has it on the cut, backing in, pivot foot down, shot blocked by Fritz from behind. Taken away, and it's Golden Eagle basketball. Edmond doesn't get blocked very often. Here's Keenholz defending Barr. Barr pulls up and hits a 3. 7 3-pointers by Spencer Barr tonight. Aberdeen Central leads 81-80. That is now 50 points for Spencer Barr. Cade Kaiser, top of the key. Governors looking for the right pass. There's Krueger now on the right side. Swing it left side to Heisler. Now to Keenholz. Governors look a little tentative on this possession. Krueger puts it in motion. Here's Kaiser for 3. He's up in the air, comes back down with it because Carter Dingman was hot on his trail. And that's a traveling violation. Turnover number 19 for the Governors. That's the biggest difference, in addition to the 3-point shooting in this game, that favors Aberdeen Central. Those 2 stats, of course, we'll cover them in post-game. With a minute and a half to go here, second overtime. Barr backs it out. Now he goes behind the back. Got Keenholz in the air, but wasn't in position to shoot. He gives it away, gets it back. Milking the clock here, down to 10 seconds for the Eagles. On the possession, Dingman around Kaiser, feeds to Fritz. It's up and good. Grant Fritz with his first field goal of the night. His first 2 points, and the Eagles now lead by 3. 83-80 with a minute to play in the second OT. Crowd wants defense. Boy, what a ball game. Both teams. Krueger back to Edmond. Inside, Heisler, pump fake, and he'll baby jam another. Ben Heisler. That is 18 for Heisler in this game. 83-82. Pierce still trails by 1. Barr penetrates and he'll bring it back out. More clock to chew. The shot clock and the game clock are at about an 8-second differential right now. 25 on the game clock. Here's Edmond knocking one away from Fritz. It'll trickle out of bounds and it'll stay with Aberdeen. 22.9 on the game clock and 15 seconds on the shot clock. Pierre needs a stop here. Eagles with a 5-4 advantage here in the second overtime thanks to another three-pointer by Spencer Barr to give them the lead at 81-80. Barr fakes, now gets around Keenholz, floats, it's up, no good, and a phantom foul called. Barr went right through three Governor defenders. He tried to throw one up there in desperation. And this one may be on Brecken Krueger. Or is it? Maybe Keenholz. He's got three on the board now. Barr doesn't miss. 51 for Spencer Barr, a 5'11 senior. Just the quickest guy on the floor. And really the best shooter too, although he misses this one. Rebound is down to Keenholz. And a timeout will be called by the Governors. The differential is 2. Plenty of time here. But the Govs need to set something up. They trail 84-82, 9.9 seconds left. Double overtime. Coca-Cola breaking the action. We're back in 30 seconds. This is Governor basketball.
John Hoffman Electric is your neighborhood electrical service contractor, and so much more. No job is too big or too small for our team of professionals. We pride ourselves on keeping up with new technologies, such as Aerial, an augmented reality visual tool used to customize and experience a finished space before breaking ground. So whether you're building new or renovating a home, farm, or commercial space, let John Hoffman Electric light the way. John Hoffman is a proud sponsor of all local activities broadcast on Live Ticket TV.
Everybody on pins and needles here at Golden Eagle Arena. Second overtime, Aberdeen Central on top 84-82. The Governors with the basketball and most of 10 seconds to play in the overtime period. Pierre has the possession arrow as well. Both teams are in the double bonus. It'll be Brecken Krueger to inbound. The Golden Eagle fans who have been loud right in front of us all night long, trying to get a little bit louder. Krueger gets it into Keenholz. Keenholz has 4 threes in this game. He'll pass to Edmond at the high post. Hand it back. Keenholz underneath. Heisler, no good. Shot was blocked. No foul called. Kuzler asking for a foul. Nothing as Brecken Krueger, Ben Heisler is blocked from behind at the final buzzer, and the Governors lose a second straight heartbreaker on the road. Ben Heisler was 9 for 9 on the floor in this game until that shot, and I don't know who it was that got behind him. Grant Fritz has been playing pretty big. Actually, he just got a shove from a teammate, so we'll give him credit for that last block shot. The Governors had a fine play set up, looking to go to send it to another overtime, but the shot was blocked. There's no whistle. Spencer Barr congratulating everybody. Boy, they got to congratulate him as well. What a ball game. Spencer Barr with 51 points against Lincoln Keenholz with 33 himself, a season high. The Governors had 32 combined from Ben Heisler and Jackson Edmond as well, but it is Aberdeen Central winning this one on the Gales Gas Service scoreboard. Final score, Aberdeen 84 and the Governors 82. The Eagles win their second straight spirited win. They advance to 3-6 on the season, 2-1 in conference. The Governors fall to 7-4 and 1-2 in the ESD. Scoreboard sponsored by Gales Gas Service in Pierre. Use their budget plan and keep full service to stay warm all season long with Gales Gas in Pierre. And it's time for our Family Dental postgame. Family Dental with offices in Pierre and in Gettysburg. And we'll take a 3-minute timeout, collect our breaths, try to recap everything that happened here tonight at Golden Eagle Arena. When we return, and we'll talk with Coach Kuzler about another emotional loss. Unfortunately, 2 out of the last 3 like this for the Pierre Governors. This is Governor Basketball and your official voice to the Governors, River 92.7 and DRGnews.com.
The team at Family Dental in Pierre and Gettysburg are devoted to spending time with each patient to answer all questions and address any concerns that arise. Family Dental wants all their current and future patients to feel welcome and comfortable and to have the healthiest, best-looking smile possible. They can take care of all your family's dental needs with cleanings, checkups, implants, same-day crowns, and many other dental services. Dr. Ryan Jensen welcomes new patients. Family Dental in Pierre and Gettysburg, caring for all your family's dental needs.
Happy New Year from everyone at Beck Motor Company in Pierre. If getting yourself into a new reliable vehicle is one of your New Year's goals, check us out. We have new vehicles arriving daily and work hard to keep a strong selection of used on the lot. And with all vehicle purchases, get a certificate for a free light detail. Beck-Motors.com.
Every day, we're making a great deal better.
Do you dream of a custom home built within your budget and done on time? Krueger Contracting can make that dream a reality. They're a trusted home builder since 2003, and they're going to be upfront and open about cost and transparent about where your money is going when it comes to your new home. Their skilled crew will manage construction of your new home from start to finish. They're located in Pierre and can build your home in Pierre, Fort Pierre, or the surrounding area. Call 605-222-2523. Visit KruegerContracting.com or find Krueger Contracting on Facebook.
From the early days of South Dakota statehood through today's digital revolution, Bankwest has remained committed to helping customers and communities succeed. Bankwest Associates uphold this commitment by developing innovative products, tailoring financial solutions to customer needs, and actively supporting community causes. For a bank committed to helping you and your community prosper, choose Bankwest. Bankwest, convenient, connected, committed. Member FDIC.
Hey, DQ fans, January means a different Blizzard of the Month and 5 more reasons to take a trip to DQ. Meet the Reese's Take 5 Blizzard Treat. They fit Reese's peanut butter cups, sweet caramel toppings, salty peanuts, and crunchy pretzels into every soft serve packed spoonful. I'll admit, I got hungry just reading that out loud. I mean, a Blizzard Treat and Reese's Take 5 together, best year ever. Try the Reese's Take 5 Blizzard Treat, only at DQ. Happy tastes good.
There's an app for everything, including high school sports from the stations of DRG Media Group. Download the DRG News App, brought to you by the Golden Buffalo Casino, from the App Store or Google Play. It only takes a moment, so you'll have it to replay this game. See live and archived video of all games. And when you select your favorite station during the live stream, the video will immediately pop up. See Central South Dakota high school sports on your phone or mobile device with the DRG News App, brought to you by the Golden Buffalo Casino. Download it now at the App Store or Google Play.
Well, each loss is a character builder, and I believe that tough losses like this one just build that much more character. But the problem is the Governors, probably by now, after having this kind of thing happen 2 of the last 3 ball games, probably feel they got enough character. This one, a tough pill to swallow, but my goodness, you have got to look at the way Aberdeen Central played in this game. I'm sure it was a lot like the way they played in their win against Brandon Valley on Saturday when Spencer Barr ran up 35 points. Tonight, well, he did himself even better. And, of course, he got 2 extra, essentially 1 extra period, but 51 points for Spencer Barr. And given a little time, I could probably give you his individual shooting stats, unofficial. We'll maybe look at that a little bit later on. It was really quite a night. And it seems, the thing is, for most of the night, whether it was Spencer Barr or maybe Jet Carlson, who had 5 threes in this game. Carter Dingman hit some big threes. Overall, the Eagles rein in 16 three-pointers and 35 tries, and I believe most of those had a Governor hand in the face of the shooter. But Spencer Barr especially is very adept at the pull-up jumper, especially with his quickness, which you have to respect. You know, if he's going to stop and put a shot down, there's really not a lot you can do it. If you're trying to shuffle along with him, you just have to anticipate him stopping and popping and knowing when he is going to shoot. It was quite a night for Spencer Barr. I'm going to guess that's probably a school record, and really quite a ball game. But the Golden Eagles win it here in double overtime. And Aberdeen, after the Governors led 2-0, Aberdeen kind of got going with the help of those three-pointers. They hit 3 of them out of 4 tries in the first period. They led 18-13. And then they built a 24-13 lead early in the second quarter before the Governors fought all the way back, got within 1 at 30-29, but a couple of free throws gave the Eagles a 3-point lead at the intermission. It was 32-29. And then the fireworks are just beginning. A very high-scoring third quarter had Aberdeen outscoring the Governors 23-21, and they go to the fourth leading 55-50. The Governors outscore the Eagles in the fourth quarter by an 18-13 count, and we were tied at 68-68. And then going to the overtime, the Governors had their chances but couldn't hold the lead, and in fact it was Barr who weaved through a couple of defenders. Pierre was seemingly a little afraid to foul Barr, and I guess pick your poison. You can either assume 2 free throws and foul the guy, or maybe you can just let him lay it up and in. And as it turned out, as long as you don't give up a 3-point play, as it turned out, Barr lays it in, and we go to a double overtime. And the Governors scored first, but then Barr, with another 3-pointer, his 7th of the night, put the Eagles up 81-80. They got another couple of free throws, I believe, after that. They led 84-81. The Governors, the Governors with just a free throw from there could not get the last shot down. And again, recapping that last instance, the Governors had a nice play set up. Ben Heisler, who went 9 for 9 on the floor tonight, had 18 points. He was up and aggressively trying to score a tying basket to send it to another overtime, but he was blocked from behind without a whistle by Grant Fritz. A big play there for Fritz, who is a 6'2 junior. You know about Heisler's ability to get up in the air. Fritz apparently got up there as well, and you got to give him credit for a pretty good defensive play, much to the lobbying and the chagrin and the disappointment of Coach Brianna Kuzler, who was asking for a whistle. Didn't get it, and that is how this one comes to an end. 84-82. Look at the stats in this one, and the Governors, who shoot 13 of 21 in the first half. I've got them at 21 of 30. Tell you what, we'll give you stats in a bit. Let's take a 60-second break. Coach K's coming up here. We'll get her geared up, and we'll talk about this one in just a moment. After a 1-minute timeout, this is Governor Basketball.
Have you found yourself worrying about inflation and market volatility, considering what should I do? Can I do anything? Am I going to be okay? The Ranky Gray team has been coaching their clients through these tumultuous times for over 35 years. Let us discover what easy, time-tested adjustments can be made for you. For a free second opinion, our team can be reached at 605-224-5959. Let's start today.
Securities offered through LPL Financial, member FINRA. Investment advisory services offered through New Edge Advisors LLC, a registered investment advisor. New Edge Advisors LLC and Ranky Gray Wealth Management are separate entities from LPL Financial.
Dakota Storm Roofing is a locally owned roofing company in Pierre, specializing in both residential and commercial roofing services. They can handle your asphalt shingle, metal roofing, and flat roof needs. New construction, plus all types of roof repairs. They can handle the finishing touches, adding fascia, soffit, and gutters too. No job is too big or too small. For a free estimate, call Dakota Storm Roofing at 280-9794. Go to dakotaststormroofing.com or find them on Facebook or Instagram.
We are back at Golden Eagle Arena, which was once a place Brianna Kuzler kind of dominated, but tonight it is the house that Spencer Barr built. And Coach Kuzler, as we talk about this one in our Family Dental post game, I mean, I don't know if you can play better and still not come away with a W. I really thought Governors played outstanding ball tonight, offensively, defensively too. I know you got hands and faces all night long, but these Golden Eagles are shooting at a 5-foot hoop, it seems. Everything was falling when they needed it.
They were outstanding offensively. I felt like, at times we had 3-4 hands in each other, in their faces, and they were still knocking down shots, so credit their execution offensively, and a lot of that stems from Spencer Barr, and he is their motor. I thought, really, I don't want that to take anything away from the defensive intensity that our guys brought. We had Jacob on him, we had Cade on him, we had Brecken on him, and
Lincoln
and then
too.
We
Yeah.
you know, that's on me for not going to Lincoln sooner, and that's not no reason other than Lincoln gives us a little bit more length on him, and so that's on me. Those other kids did an outstanding job, but he's a heck of a player. He creates for himself, he creates for everybody else, and we didn't do a good enough job of capitalizing on opportunities that we have. I think that we would like some of those bunnies back, but I think that as we talk about after every single game and especially every single one of these losses here, that it's teaching us something, and it's preparing us for what the rest of this season is going to be, and that's a battle night in and night out. And the teams that learn and adapt from these opportunities here, they're the ones that are going to come away and prevail in the end.
First thing I said in post game is every loss, especially the close ones, are character builders. But at some point, you might think we got enough character.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's just time. Hopefully, you get a break going your way or whatever. There's certainly plenty more opportunities. But what do you? I mean, have you seen anything offensively like what Barr is able to do? You said off the mic that he's the best player in the state. I think that's a pretty bold statement, but certainly he's backing it up, especially with these last two games.
I mean, with the way that he creates, he's just a tremendous player, and he's so smart. And I think that the guys around him have really accepted what their role is, and he played, what was it, 40 minutes tonight. I don't think he came out, and we were dogging him the entire night, forcing him to run all over the place. And so I'm really proud of the effort that we brought defensively, and to result in a 2-point loss here, it hurts, and that's there's no loss that's going to feel good at the end of the day. But I think that we still did a lot of things. We still scored 82 points as well on the flip side, and I think that offensively our execution is we're making reads on what the defense is giving us. We're being able to play with poise. At times we were rushing some things, but I think that ultimately we're getting the cutting action that we want. We're hitting the people that we want, and now it's recognition as far as a good shot versus a great shot sometimes, and that's really when we can sharpen that up here in the next couple days of practice, and then getting into the games this weekend, we're going to see a difference.
You played on my stat sheet. I've got you 34 of 51. That's 67%. I've got you 5 of 9 3-pointers. Granted, 9 of 16 free throws. Could have been a little bit better. The turnover numbers, I think, are going to be one of the bigger differences in addition to the 3-pointers that Aberdeen was making. But like I said earlier, I don't know how you can play better. Granted, I think their defensive quickness caused a lot of problems in this game as it turned out. Maybe too many possessions given away. I think maybe that's the one thing you'd like to have back. But I just think the stats are still... certainly, you keep doing that, you're going to win 9 out of 10 games the rest of the way.
Yeah, and sometimes there immediately there isn't an answer for what went wrong, and that just means that this was a dang good ball game. I talked to Coach Norberg after the game, and he said it perfectly. This was the most fun game I've ever coached in, and obviously, it's easier said when you won, but this was a tremendous game on both sides of the floor, and both of us are going to go and watch film, and we're going to see some areas that right away maybe aren't as obvious, and then we'll expose some of those areas and be able to get back into work, and that's what this is all about. We talked in the pregame about that foundation being built, and it doesn't have to be Rome wasn't built in the day, right? And we got to get back to work every single day. That's why we practice, and we learned from some of these mistakes that we made. We continue to grow in areas that we did well, and then we respond, and that's really I'm confident that with the competitors that we have in our gym that we're going to get back, and our response is going to be a positive.
How do they feel about it right now in the locker room?
I mean, heads are down a little bit, and that's because they are all competitors. Nobody wants to lose.
Yeah.
We don't come out here and battle, but at the end of the day, we've got to keep our heads held high, because we get 2 more practices, and then we play 2 more times, and against 2 tough teams as well, who night in and night out, they're going to want our number, and we've got to be prepared for that, and continuing to get back to our principles offensively and defensively. I think that I don't think that we took steps backward tonight, and I'm sure people would think differently when they're watching, the critics out there. But at the end of the day, we're still doing a lot of positive things out there. And it go double overtime with teams, and to lose by one possession here, it does hurt, and it's going to hurt. But now learning from this, so we're setting ourselves up at the end of the season to be prepared.
Yeah, and with those two games coming up, Friday and Saturday, O'Gorman and Harrisburg, both games could have the potential to be like this. You've had two heartbreakers on the road, but you play a close game at home, and I think the home court advantage will sway in your direction.
Yeah, I think at the end of the night today, we had a great crowd. We had a great bench energy. I think that both hometown crowd and our away crowd coming from Pierre, this was just a great ball game, and this is why we compete for games like this.
All right. Well, what do we know about O'Gorman and Harrisburg? I guess that O'Gorman game first. The challenges that they'll pose. They seem to be struggling. They keep losing games that you don't expect them to lose, but here they are, and now they'll come into Pierre, and I know they're going to be as tough of a team as you played all season.
Yeah, they're a streaky team right now, but that's a dangerous team as well. We can't allow them to get hot. We've got to make sure that we're getting back to focusing on ourselves, and that's on me for this game. Of maybe I put too much emphasis on things that Aberdeen does, and not enough emphasis on what we do well. And so we're going to get back, and we're all going to learn from this. But I think that at the end of the day, regardless of our opponent, we've got to improve defensively. To give up 84 points, that's not what we do defensively, and that doesn't take anything away from what Spencer Barr did tonight. I mean, 50 plus points. That's in pretty contested stuff. That reminds me of Eagle staff last year. Honestly, I felt like we were in his grill all night, and there were a couple lapses where we maybe had some miscues that we missed. But at the end of the day, those are going to happen, and he capitalized, they capitalized. But now we've got to make sure that we're capitalizing as well, and I'm confident that we will.
One last comment about close games like this. I mean, these we talked about it after the Brandon game. These are the types of games you're going to have the rest of the way down the stretch, especially in the postseason. So even though you're 0 for 2 in this type of game, you're still you're learning about what it's going to take, I believe, to eventually come out on top. And hopefully that's the case a little, in the next few instances coming up here.
Yep, I've got confidence in him.
Coach, it was a great game. Great effort. Sorry it didn't work out, but we'll see you again on Friday night. All right.
Thank you.
Brianna Kuzler, the Governors head coach, as Aberdeen Central wins this one 84-82, not one, but 2 overtimes. The rest of the stats that we had, and we talked about some of those, 21 of 30 in the second half and overtime on the floor for the Governors. 34 of 51 on the floor unofficially, 5 of 9 from three-point range. Lincoln Keenholz hit 4 of those, but the Governors were 9 of 16 from the free throw line. They did go 8 of 11 in the second half and overtime, but probably could have used a few more of those freebies to fall. 3 players in double figures. Keenholz with a season high 33 points, about doubling his season average. Benjamin Heisler with 18 points. It's those last 2 that he wishes he could have had, but a great block shot by Grant Fritz kept that from becoming a 20 spot. Jackson Edmond with 14 points, 12 of those after halftime. Cade Kaiser played well off the bench tonight. He had a big 3 in overtime. One of the overtimes, I believe it was the first one, that got the Governors back in it, and he finishes with 8 points off the bench. Jacob Mayer, good defensive effort, fouled out of the game on maybe, I don't know, questionable calls or ticky-tack, but that's the way it is, and that's just part of how good of a game this was. Mayer finishes with 5 points. Brecken Krueger with 2. Luke Olson off the bench with 2 points tonight. 82 on the board for the Governors, shooting over 60% tonight unofficially. But Aberdeen Central also very good after halftime. 19 of 34 gives them a total effort of 29 of 62. But the big one here, shooting-wise, 16 three-pointers made. 7 by Spencer Barr, 5 by Jet Carlson in 8 tries. Carter Dingman hit a couple. Cooper Eisenbeis hit a big three-pointer in the third period when the Governors were getting the momentum. It seemed like Eisenbeis was the one who got the momentum changer back, and that was one of 3 in a row that the Eagles hit when the Governors led 41-40 and or 40-39 rather. Suddenly three threes gave Aberdeen a 48-40 advantage, and the Governors didn't tie it up until they went to overtime, as it turned out. So again, with those 16 of 35 effort from outside the arc, the Eagles do go 11 of 18 from the free throw line, and Barr hits 9 of 12 himself from the stripe, finishing with 51 points. Here is Spencer Barr's individual stat line. From inside the arc, I've got him at 10 of 13. From outside the arc, 7 out of 15. And from the free throw line, 9 of 12 rather. That's a pretty good night. That's 51 points for Spencer Barr. Jet Carlson with 5 threes. He plays good enough to get 16 points. Carter Dingman with a good 10-point night, couple of big threes for him. Cooper Eisenbeis with 5. Grant Fritz with 2, and it was actually his putback was the difference in the game. He scored the last basket of this game, and the Eagles win at 84-82. Other stats in this one: the Governors out-rebound the Eagles 31-22, but and granted, some long rebounds contributing to an 8-4 advantage for Aberdeen on the offensive end. Unofficially, Ben Heisler with 10 rebounds, Jackson Edmond with 9, and I've got 7 for Lincoln Keenholz as well. And I didn't do individual. I haven't counted individual rebounds for Aberdeen. But again, 19 turnovers also for the Governors. Aberdeen was getting a number of steals in that first half. Spencer Barr will tack on 4 steals unofficially for all of his stats as well. Golden Eagles do turn it over 10 times, 8 of those coming after halftime. And another impressive thing, too, is still the ball movement for the Governors. I've got them with 21 assists. I may be a little generous in that department, but 21 assists. The ball movement was still very good, and that's what's leading to a lot of high percentage shots for the Governors tonight. Aberdeen with 12 assists unofficially, and also on an individual note, 9 assists for Jackson Edmond to go with 9 rebounds and 14 points. Still good ball game for a lot of people, but it's Aberdeen Central's night here tonight. Also 3 ties and 15 lead changes in this game. But it is an 84-82 victory for the Golden Eagles. As we take a break, and we're back with more. We've got orders of business to take care of, including the big plays of the game. Let's start with that. Big plays of the game. Obviously, you've got a buzzer-beating layup for Spencer Barr to send us to a second overtime. Governors kind of played a little soft defensively on that, but Barr hit the three-pointer in the second overtime to put Aberdeen up 81-80. I think hitting a three-pointer in an overtime period when you only have 4 minutes, time ticks away so quickly, and just getting off to a good offensive start in an extra period, especially when you hit a three, it's just a big momentum booster. And with all the plays that Spencer Barr made, I think the one at the end of the first overtime, the three-pointer to get them going and give them the lead for good in the second overtime. Those are your big plays of the game, and our big plays are brought to you by Hermanson Endodontics in Pierre. Let's hear from them, and we are back. And after a 2-minute timeout, you're listening to Governor Basketball.
Driven by the Office of Highway Safety, River 92.7, KGFX FM, Pierre. Put the phone down. Focus on driving.
Quality comes first at Hermanson Endodontics. Dr. Ryan Hermanson serves Central South Dakota with specialty root canal treatment. Hermanson Endodontics strives to provide treatment that is not only comfortable, but also provides the best possible outcome. They do this by effective and timely communication with your dentist and preserving as much of the tooth as possible using state-of-the-art 3-dimensional imaging and the dental operating microscope to guide diagnosis and treatment. Ask your dentist if a root canal specialist is right for you. Hermanson Endodontics in Pierre. Capital City Ford Lincoln Toyota in Pierre is here for you. They make it easy when looking for a new vehicle, getting all available vehicle information so you can spend less time researching and more time enjoying your purchase. Shop their extensive inventory from home at CapitalCityFordToyota.com or stop into Capital City Ford Lincoln Toyota at 518 East Sioux Avenue in Pierre. Count on them for your service needs with convenient scheduling and in-stock parts. Capital City Ford Lincoln Toyota in
Chances are you're overlooking a big energy thief in your home or commercial building. The Garage Doors. But Overhead Door Company of Pierre can help stop that energy waste with a full range of insulated, weather-tight garage doors. Their residential garage doors can give you insulated performance at an uninsulated price. And their Thermocore insulated steel doors give commercial buildings the energy efficiency they demand today. Find out more. Call Overhead Door Company of Pierre at 1-800-649-9905 and put a stop to the garage door energy thief.
Do you love watching high school sports but find yourself wanting to be more involved? Live Ticket TV has the solution for you. They're looking for production managers to assist for this school year. Duties include the management of equipment as well as basic technological understanding. But don't stress, paid training will be provided. Part-time wages start at $20 per hour. Call 833-605-LIVE extension 2. That's 833-605-5483 extension 2 and punch your ticket to joining one of the fastest growing companies in South Dakota.
We are back in Aberdeen as we continue our Family Dental post game. We've given you the big plays of the game. Your player of the game is certainly not going to be left in doubt, but you got to give pats on the back to a lot of Governors in a losing cause. Lincoln Keenholz with a season high 33 points on the night. Ben Heisler with 18, played great, got a couple of dunks, had a couple of baby dunks for the Governors. I don't know if we're going to count them in the official dunk category, but Heisler was he really played outstanding tonight. He, especially I think on the rebounding end of things, just couldn't muscle that one last shot up. It was a good play defensively for Aberdeen Central that kept the Governors from forcing a third overtime. Also, again, another full stat line for Jackson Edmond, including 14 points to lead the way. And pats on the back for Cade Kaiser, for Jacob Mayer. Big minutes, too, from Luke Olson tonight before we got to overtime. Didn't play after overtime, but Olson, watch out for him. He scored 20 points in the JV game today. He can be an offensive threat, especially if he can put a few more inches on that frame. But good job by a lot of people tonight in Governor Green. Unfortunately for the Golden Eagles, with all those threes and what I'm guessing is a school record, 51 points for Spencer Barr. No doubt about it. He is the epitome of what we've seen this year as a player of the game. He is your Cowboy Country Store's player of the game. We'll get him a T-shirt noting his accomplishment, and he better frame it for the way he played this night as he leads the Golden Eagles to an 84-82 victory. Congrats to Aberdeen in this one. Here is Player of the Game, brought to you by Cowboy Country Stores in Pierre and Fort Pierre. Let's hear from them, and one more 2-minute break, and we'll come back and wrap it up. By the way, the Governor girls are winners tonight as well, 63-54. I shouldn't say as well, but they did get a victory in a hard-fought game over Aberdeen Central on KGFX as well. 2 minutes, and we're back to finish this one off. You're listening to Governor Basketball.
Anytime is a good time for Cowboy Country Stores in Pierre and Fort Pierre. Fill up your tank and your stomach. Hunting the fields, fishing the waters, taking kids to activities, Cowboy Country Stores are ready for you. Feed the family while on the go with delicious foods. Breakfast starting at 5 a.m. Fresh baked pastries, coffees, regular and breakfast pizzas. Federal bird stamps. Convenience with a capital C. Cowboy Country Stores and Champs Chicken on Euclid and Harrison in Pierre and in Fort Pierre.
Your cancer care should be as unique as you are. At Avera Breast Center, our team of experts create a treatment plan that will work best for your type of cancer, using the latest screening, radiation, and surgical techniques. You also have access to holistic approaches to help with side effects, and a 24/7 call center for answers to your cancer questions when you need them. Learn more at avera.org/breast or by calling 855-697-2592.
From the early days of South Dakota statehood through today's digital revolution, Bankwest has remained committed to helping customers and communities succeed. Bankwest Associates uphold this commitment by developing innovative products, tailoring financial solutions to customer needs, and actively supporting community causes. For a bank committed to helping you and your community prosper, choose Bankwest. Bankwest, convenient, connected, committed. Member FDIC.
Century Business Products is a proud supporter of South Dakota high school athletics and proud to provide the most reliable Kyocera copiers and printers to schools and businesses in the area, all backed by their 5-time nationally awarded Kyocera servicing team. Are you looking to control color costs? Looking to reduce printers? Are you looking for more efficient ways to scan documents? Or maybe you'd like to become more paperless? Look no further than Century Business Products. Call 800-529-1950 and see how they're powering business technology.
Back to Golden Eagle Arena one last time, and again another heartbreaking defeat for the Pierre Governors. They fall to 7-4 with this 84-82 double overtime loss to the Aberdeen Central Golden Eagles. Eagles are next in action a week from tonight when they host the Yankton Bucks. That'll be a tough ball game, but Aberdeen has beaten Brandon Valley. They've beaten the Governors. They've got another tough ESD opponent 1 week from tonight. The Governors with back-to-back home games. Well, you want to see a good product on the floor, we'll see you at Riggs High Gym. On Friday night, the Governors host the O'Gorman Knights. 7 o'clock tip-off. We're on the air at 6:30 with our pregame here on River 92.7. And then Saturday afternoon, it's set for a 3 o'clock tip-off. We're on the air at 2:30 here on River 92.7 when the Governors host the Harrisburg Tigers. Now, the Governor girls, they go to O'Gorman on Friday night. On KGFX, David Burrell with the call on that one. They will not play Harrisburg, though, until next Tuesday, and we'll follow them on the FM side here, River 92.7. We also have Governor Wrestling coming up after the East-West duels are done now from this weekend. The Governors have a big duel on Thursday night. They'll host the Brandon Valley Lynx, but before that, it's been rescheduled now. The Governors duel against the Yankton Bucks, which they were supposed to go to last Thursday night. Well, Yankton is going to come to Pierre this Thursday night, and that'll start at 4 o'clock. Some girls' matches and then the boys' matches. The Governors against the Yankton Bucks will begin at 4 o'clock. We'll be on the air at 3:30 for wrestling coverage, a doubleheader against Yankton and then also against Brandon Valley here on River 92.7. So hope you can join us for some more good wrestling action on Thursday. The Governors will go to the Brookings Invite then on Saturday. Governor Gymnast, by the way, will be hosting a triangular at the admin building with Rapid City Central and Rapid City Stevens at 11 o'clock on Saturday. And then the following Saturday, they will host the ESD conference meet as well at Riggs High Gym. So something to look forward to for Governor Gymnast there. Remember, as we travel home and as you travel during high school sports season or any time the South Dakota Office of Highway Safety celebrates being a part of a team, they remind us to think twice and slow down in case of ice. The South Dakota Office of Highway Safety. A good one to rewatch. You can do that once we sign off. DRGnews.com and the River 92.7 page with the help of Caleb Brozick on camera and live ticket. As it's been a good one, but a heartbreaking finish once again for the Pierre Governors. And our big thanks to Heather Williams, as always, for running the show in studio and technical direction. I'm Brian Oakland. Your final score tonight on the Gales Gas Service scoreboard in double overtime. The Aberdeen Central Golden Eagles outlast the Pierre Governors 84-82. Until we meet again on Thursday night for wrestling, Friday night for boys basketball. I'm Brian Oakland once again. This is a production of the official voice of Pierre Governor Athletics, River 92.7 and DRGnews.com. Good evening, everybody.